back to Hungoverhand, right? Drunkest podcast in the world. And today is February 25th, 2023. This is episode 15. And as you can see, we have one familiar face back and one... Oh, sorry.
Hello, friends.
One's not here. Seth's back from Florida.
What's up?
Andrew Falk filling in for Dylan. Seth, how was Florida?
I mean, you see how tan and shredded I am right now?
Your hair looks more red than it
Yeah,
originally
it probably
was.
is, honestly. Dude, it was legendary. It was fucking dope. Saw Jimmy Buffett in SoFlo. I mean, that was sick. People were hammered. And I was one of them.
I think it's mandatory.
Yeah.
That you see Jimmy Buffett if you go to Florida?
In South Florida
and get
specifically,
hammered.
though.
You have to.
South Florida?
If they don't let you in the concert if you don't blow over 0.20.
No,
Really?
I was there. They did
0.20.
Yeah.
Not 0.02?
No, 0.20.
That's like alcohol poisoning.
Yeah.
No. It's possible. If you're a big Jimmy Buffett fan,
I've done it.
Enough
Yeah.
margaritas, dude. No, it was
Only
epic,
if you're a
though. Saw
Jimmy
Collective
Buffett
Soul,
fan.
too. And that was fucking
they're
rad.
a different breed, man.
Who's that?
Collective, that song Shine. Yeah.
I'm
That
glad
was
you
cool.
did that because I wouldn't.
Oh, dude, guess who was at that show? And it was a tiny little venue.
Michael Jackson.
Drake.
Venus Williams
Oh,
was at the
what?
show. And
Like
it was,
this-
dude, it was a small little venue, and she was there. I was like,
That's pretty
yeah,
cool.
it was crazy.
The tennis
The less
player?
good tennis
sister,
player sister.
yeah.
Oh.
They're both tennis players, though, huh? Right?
Yeah, but Serena's the best one.
Of course.
Oh, Serena's the one I'm talking. She's the...
She's the good one. Shout out to Serena.
Big tennis guys over here.
And I was surrounded by Eagles fans the entire time I was there,
Yeah.
as the Chiefs won the Super Bowl.
Did you get your ass beat? By the
No,
Eagles
they loved
rooting
me.
fans?
for the
They
Eagles.
loved me.
Were you really?
Oh yeah, I was.
Why?
Well, I knew that, but Seth was
I'm a
rooting for the Chiefs.
Well, I know
before.
you're a Raiders fan,
Chiefs
but...
have got 3 now. Eagles only have 1. I mean, come on. I've always liked the Eagles.
Well, I like the
Big
Eagles, too.
I'm happy
Eagles
for
are
the
my
Chiefs.
second favorite team.
Don't get me wrong. I've
I don't
always
have a
liked the
second
Eagles,
favorite team. I have a team.
which is Green Bay Packers.
Fuck everybody else's team.
Well,
One nation.
before we get into what this actual episode's about, we got to give a shout out to Aberdeen Fight Store. We've told you guys about these guys before. Aberdeen Fight Store was born out of the love of boxing. They strive to provide a cheaper and simpler way for you to buy all your favorite boxing gear. Check them out at aberdeenfightstore.com or at Aberdeen Fight Store on Instagram. That is ABERDEEN fightstore.com or at Aberdeen Fight Store on Instagram. They got
Check
some
them
cool
out.
shit.
Aberdeen.
I know we don't train anymore, but if we did, still, that's where we do.
Dude, I'm going to try to start. Like, once I figure out all this physical therapy bullshit. Don't do powerlifting, kids. If you like your body not hurting, don't powerlift.
Did you shit out your intestines?
Not yet, but I'm working on it.
Proud of you.
See how dumb he looks, just in general.
That's what
You don't
happens
wanna
when
look
you
like
lift.
that.
See, they call me dumb, but I'm actually applying for my master's degree in kinesiology right now, so...
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
So tonight we're watching Bellator. I don't think any of us are experts on anything that's going to happen tonight.
Speak for yourself,
But, we're
dude.
gonna, but Yaroslav Amasov defending his welterweight title. This guy,
And his country.
he spent the last 10 months serving the Ukraine military. He's from Ukraine.
Yeah, that's what the whole promo leading into it was.
And he was like
him
in actual
gear.
like
Yeah,
In the shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the shit. Holding up his belt,
at
too.
least
Or it's all just like...
allegedly. There's some videos of him out there, but
Yeah, it could have.
What if it's just like some Hunger Games shit? You know, the last Hunger Games movie, whenever like she has her own publicity team shooting these... Not saying this is what's happening.
But what if?
oh, I bet you.
What if?
Oh,
What
I
if?
bet you, like a lot of fighters, like Vasily Lomachenko went there, and he was just like taking pictures of like next to their capital, like hanging out the president.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't have like videos of him holding a gun.
Jumping on a grenade.
Yeah, shit like that. This guy, I
I
think,
just say,
actually was in some shit.
I feel like he definitely would.
Well, he was in a battalion, it showed.
He brought his belt out there at the battlefield.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
What do you do if you're the enemy and you see a guy carrying,
Bellator, you just,
a huge machine
And all
gun
them-
running at you with a Bellator
and all them-
championship belt
all
on
them
his
Russian
waist?
guys are Fedor fans.
Shoot-
They gotta
shoot
be
at
like,
him.
okay, don't shoot that guy.
Yeah,
Like,
he's cool.
MMA.
Yeah.
That'd be a cool little trophy though.
Oh,
You killed the Bellator welterweight champ.
Does that mean you're the Bellator world champ?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'm not gonna go into battle though with a shiny gold belt just reflecting off of the sun into Charlie's eyes.
That's what they actually do in the military. Is they put like officers will put their shiny rank that's polished on their Kevlar and their helmet. It's a fact.
Really?
Yeah.
Does that not fuck them? Like, battlefield? Oh, okay.
I was like, no, they don't.
I was like, you would know. So, like, I'm going to believe you, but
that's why they say, like, don't salute your officers when you're out in the field and all that shit.
Lieutenant Dan.
Like, oh, he saluted that guy. Shoot him.
Shut the fuck up.
It's a great scene.
Chad, you put this one on here. Ray Borg signed with Bellator.
Yeah.
Potential first matchup against Kyoji Horiguchi.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting.
I like Ray Borg.
I do too. I like him.
He's kind of a meme now with the fucking Demetrius, like,
oh, well, yeah. When you
one
get
of one submission.
that done to you, that's.
Ray Borg's a fucking dog.
Oh, yeah.
That looks like a shirt out of Star Wars.
He also had.
He does.
I love.
And a haircut.
I love Janay Harding, by the way.
She is a cutie.
Scott Coker's looking good back there.
You're looking good.
Looks like a pile of shit.
But no, Ray Borg and like all the stuff with his kid,
Yeah.
and Schaub, like,
Schaub
giving
paid
him
for
money
it
and stuff,
and everything,
like,
yeah.
yeah. And dude, Ray Borg's had a bunch of fucking fights canceled. I'm gonna actually go to Tapology because I swear, like, there was a run where he was fucking booked like 10 times and he fought like twice.
That's a good ratio.
Yeah, I'm not probably like way off on the numbers now, but
Hey, you can't lose if you never fight.
Dude, yeah, but
true.
he
It won't affect your record.
that's what I've done
I think
my
it's a
whole
bold
life.
strategy.
I think he milked that glass in the eye incident from the bus,
See?
and then
Yeah.
and then it was a huge long lawsuit after that. And that's
Probably-
he didn't fight a lot because of that.
Probably true.
Yeah.
Who's 7-5 in the UFC?
I mean, look at all these fucking
Cancels.
2, 3, 4. Had one canceled against Cheeto. That might not have been. Look at all that.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
2, 4,
Jesus.
6 in a row. 3 of them against Brandon Moreno canceled.
A loss and then another one.
I wonder why it says it was throwing dollies through windows.
He's supposed to fight Benavidez, had medical issues. Borg, he had a lot of like weight cut problems too. I think where he just couldn't make weight, and I think he went up to 135 at one point, and he missed weight there too. Went up weight class. So
Shit. Speaking of weight cut, I saw it was on Twitter. I might have sent it to you guys. No, I sent it to a different chat.
your other podcast.
Nathaniel Wood.
What about him?
He posted a picture of his last cut at bantamweight. He said he still had 6 kilograms to cut in the week, and he looks like there's nothing left on his body. And I'll show you this video of him, how crazy.
And he still had
He
to
said
lose.
he was knocking on death's door,
Yeah,
and he
you
still had 6 kilograms. So
That's
Every fucking
12
vein in his
pounds.
12
body.
pounds to lose in the week.
Or that's like 13 or 14
Did
pounds.
he make it?
He said
I
that
doubt
Probably not.
Jesus. Going through all
he
that.
said he's happy. He wanted to go. He went up a weight class. It's something
He's
he
a
wanted to do.
Fairly tall guy, but
And he was pretty much just saying that he wants more fighters to stop cutting so much weight because
Yeah.
he wants to. He hopes to influence fighters to go up weight because it's killing themselves essentially. You know.
well, fuck. I mean, let's look at his record because he came in. He's like a Brad Pickett. He's like his like protege.
Yeah.
And he had like some hype.
I miss Brad Pickett.
Yes. Old one punch. But Wood had some hype coming into the UFC and probably direct correlation to the weight cut and all that shit. He just hasn't put a streak together. Like
Yeah.
He's like up, down. And I would say that is a big part of it.
He probably needs a dietitian or something.
I guess he actually hadn't been terrible in the UFC. He lost to John Dodson and lost to Casey Kinney.
Oh, John Dotson. There's
What was his
there's
last
no
win?
shame in that.
He beat fucking Charles Jourdain, but that was after he went up. That was at 145. So not too bad, but people had like a lot of really high hopes for him, but he's still really young, I think. So
Oh yeah, it's just crazy to see how much
29.
weight some of these, like a lot of these fighters cut.
Oh yeah.
He's fought women a lot.
I hope we never
Yeah.
see this, but I think it's a matter of time before someone
Legit,
Like-
something scary happened, like
Yeah.
before the fighter
because
collapses. and-
yeah, I think
hope
it was
never happens.
Who did it? Was it Chimaev that missed weight for one of his last fights? And his doctor
Yeah.
told him to
By
stop.
like 9 pounds or something like
Yeah.
that.
I think if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen to someone who's like not an established fighter, not necessarily ranked. They don't have a dietitian or something like that.
What if it comes down to where, like we talked about on past podcasts with the IVs, and they're like, you can no longer use IVs, and some of these Russian fighters, like Makhachev, can't use them, and they still cut the weight. And I mean, he looks like
probably
death.
gonna perform like shit the next day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like it gets to a point where they don't get the IV, and then their body's just shut down on them.
They need hydration tests, and they need to fix the fucking weight classes, and that's all there is to it.
I mean, yes, but if they change the weight classes, like people are just gonna, if they move them up 5 pounds, and they're just gonna like cut. They're gonna come in heavier.
Yeah. I understand. I'm not saying even necessarily going every 10 pounds, but like to fix the huge gaps.
Yeah.
Those big fucking gaps are huge.
We talked about this before. I would love a 65,
195,
a 95.
Cruiserweight, baby.
Yeah.
I've been saying it
What
for
about
years. You know how cool that would be?
just
Like a
move.
225, like a.
I just
What
don't.
would that be?
Maybe.
Like there's
Maybe,
205
But
lightweight.
it's a lot easier to cut weight when you're that huge and you got all that fat. You
And I
know.
also
Yeah.
I don't know if there's enough like athletes.
Yeah, that's what I was
to
thinking.
fill heavyweight.
Yeah.
and,
Also that.
Yeah.
But if you move welterweight to 75 and you put it like a light welterweight or whatever the fuck it'd be called at 65, like there's so many guys in that 55 to 70 range that could go up, down, whatever.
It would make like guys who normally probably would never fight or maybe would fight once, that you'd have so many more.
Yeah, you have like Dustin versus like some like welterweight or something.
Yeah.
Colby, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At 165.
Yep. I don't know. I'm sick of that aspect of the sport, and I'm sick of the judge aspect. Other than that, it's the greatest sport on earth.
Have you guys seen this? I think I saw like one or two things about like AI judging. I don't know how they would do it, but like
I've seen PFL. They don't use it to like to say who wins the fight, but they have some sort of like AI system that like tells the audience who like should win the round.
Comp strikes.
But they don't use it for like. Yeah, but I don't even think it's just that. I think it's like a whole bunch of data they enter in, and it says who should have won the round or whatever. But
statistically,
I don't know if AI would work.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
also
think it
don't know
could,
if
but not like anytime soon.
I just don't know if I wanted to go down that road.
If the judges used it like to take an account, maybe it helps the
on
judges
hard,
see something.
on the hard fights.
Yeah, like it shows them something that they might have not picked up.
See, I'm down with
I
that.
never judged a professional UFC fight, so I have no idea.
Yeah.
But
well, I know for sure that everyone here could do better than a lot of fools that have been in there in the past.
Is too, we still don't really even know the criteria on how they're judging fights. Like, how much is a takedown worth?
yeah,
Compared to getting dropped.
See, and it's not obviously it's not a point system, but that's the thing. One judge thinks, okay, this guy gets a takedown and
does zero
lays on
damage.
top,
Yeah, it doesn't
he
do
wins.
anything. He wins
Yeah.
that
the other
round
guy
just
says,
because he
well,
held
this
him
guy
down.
threw elbows from the bottom. He should win the round.
Yeah. Yeah, he got taken down, but he's doing damage.
I think activity should be a huge thing,
Right.
Because like in the Volkanovski fight, he didn't have the dominant position, but he looked way more
Yeah,
active.
he
Islam
was
just
hitting him and
Yeah.
stuff. And granted, he wasn't doing tremendous damage, but he was
He looked
doing
like he was
something.
chilling.
Yeah, and Islam was trying for the rear naked choke, but he wasn't successful at all. He just had a triangle on a body triangle and was holding him essentially.
See, like something my dad told me a long time ago about it. Like, for example, like the Carlos Condit Robbie Lawler fight, a fight that's close and everybody gave it their all, and the belt was on the line. It's like you got to beat the champ and all that.
Yeah.
I thought Robbie won, but my dad's like, I think Carlos got. He's like, think about it. They went 5 hard rounds. Who was the fresher guy who still had the better cardio and who was more mobile at the last minute of the last round? He's like, that's the guy who was eventually going to beat him in that alley.
Yeah, you can. That's why they say unlimited rounds and shit with that.
Right. So that's a huge aspect that should be in all judges' eyes and in the back of their minds.
Here's another thing: is that one championship, a bunch of their fights. I don't think it's every fight, but they have fights that are judged like as a whole. They don't judge it round by round.
Oh, they
The
just
judge
wait till the
literally
end.
Picks who won the whole fight. It's not like who won this round. That's another thing.
I mean,
that-
I'm not mad at that.
And any
for a 5-rounder though, it'd be like I think you get a lot of like whoever did better later. they just give it to.
Yeah,
So it's
you could see that unless they have like a curriculum to where they're saying
why.
Yeah. Going through step by step, maybe not by rounds or whatever. They just go, okay, this guy did this. Big moment here, big moment here.
Real quick before Falk, before you go, we're watching Ciaran Clarke versus Leonardo Sinis. It's at the end of the first round.
Sinuses.
Sinuses.
Yeah.
His name is what I have.
30 seconds left in the
What
first
I was
round.
thinking is like, yeah, all these are great ideas, but at the end of the day, like, any type of judging system is going to have pros and cons.
Right.
And there's going to, like, we'd be able to pick apart every single judging system that they use, whether it's like the UFC is what they're doing now with the one championship, what you just said, or like in 15, 20 years, if AI is developed enough that it's able to, create statistics, like real-time statistics and stuff like that, and actually score the fight based on previous, like, it would have to, like, condense the whole history of the UFC or whatever, or like the statistics of the UFC to see how like other fights are scored. But no matter what, there's going to be discrepancies with everything.
Okay, I got three things. Okay, first of all, if the UFC didn't have the show and win bonus like set up, and it was just they would like you just made a flat rate, guys would still be like, I got robbed. That's bullshit. But it would be a whole different level of like being able to accept it a little easier. If it was just a flat rate contract, you make this much no matter what. Secondly, if they added more judges, like I think they should have more. I think they should have like 3 in the arena and like
4 in the booth.
We talked about it, like one in New York or something
yeah,
sitting there.
Yeah. They like watch the TV.
We've talked about this a lot, but I mean, fuck, everybody does.
No commentary.
And like even like Joe Rogan even has like attested to it, saying that maybe having somebody that isn't influenced by the crowd,
Right?
Yeah,
and
Joe
just
Rogan, dude.
I don't know, some guy, a bald-headed dude.
He's
I don't know.
Does he look
But,
like this guy?
No,
minus
nothing like that,
the
actually.
eye, maybe a little bit. The third
Actually,
eye.
it's 4 eyes, but
Gotcha.
he said that being influenced by the crowd, you're human, and you hear like even like in Australia that someone can get influenced. Now it didn't go in Volk's way, but
the Felder versus Dan Hooker fight, I feel like it did.
Oh
'Cause
yeah,
it was in Auckland.
yeah,
And
that arguably could have been Felder's fight.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think it'd be something to look into, but is it going to happen? I don't know.
Now,
Especially when you got a guy like Dana, who's like my way or the highway kind of
Right,
guy.
and I actually think that I've said this before. I feel like if you're Dana, you don't care if he actually cares. Like that's bullshit, fucking robbery. But at the end of the day, people never shut the fuck up about a bad decision. They're just all typing on Twitter like all day.
Yeah.
It's a lot
that
of
controversy
publicity.
lines his pockets.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like he low key is probably like, I'm okay with it because then we get people talking
More
about
eyes.
this shit
Yeah.
for a week straight.
He doesn't care if they're pissed.
Right. Okay, so Sydney Outlaw, I don't know if you guys have heard of him. He was going to be in this Bantamweight Grand Prix, the lightweight Grand Prix.
Do you think he's a fighter because his name is Sydney?
I mean, Outlaw too. I mean, that's a cool name.
But I mean, Sydney's a girl name, you know what I'm saying?
That's true. Probably
So
got
Seth in
mates
some
on him.
countries,
That's not true.
it is.
That's false.
Have you been to other countries?
Yeah, I have.
What other countries have you been to?
Dominican Republic and Mexico. And I'm going to count Hawaii because that's totally not America.
It's not.
And neither is New
I
Orleans.
lived there for 3 years.
And neither is New Orleans.
Oh my god. Well, I've been in Arkansas, so that's one country.
You're dumb.
That's true.
Oh shit! So he tested positive
Yeah,
for
Sydney Outlaw was supposed to be in this lightweight tournament and tested positive.
For 3 banned substances.
Yeah.
What are they? What are the banned substances? I'm a subject matter expert.
Picograms.
Ostarine,
It's a SARM.
Cardarine,
It's a SARM.
and astrolazole.
I'm hungry all of a sudden.
Italian.
Yeah.
It
You
sounds
get
like
that
an
at Olive
Italian.
Garden.
Here's my pasta.
I didn't know.
Anastrozole.
I didn't know Bellator gave a fuck
Anastrozole.
about drug testing. Like honestly,
Well, they've always been way more lax than UFC ever has.
but I guess when you fail
they-
for 3, different
Yeah, it's like, come on, guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
But I mean, he's fought like Michael Chandler in Bellator and shit. Like I believe.
Michael Chandler fought everyone in that organization.
But I mean, that's not good for him because I'm sure that tournament, you get a little pay bump maybe,
Yeah.
and obviously if you can win the belt at the end of it, which he wouldn't because Usman Nurmagomedov's in it. But
Idiot.
what do you guys think of Dustin slapping this guy? With
Yeah,
the
he,
sign?
he didn't
well
really.
deserved.
He didn't really slap him
Tried
either.
to, though.
He tried
No,
to.
no, no, and I would have done the same. But he's there with his daughter and his wife.
Yeah.
In,
Yeah.
in a happy parade where everybody's being cool. One asshole comes up with a sign. Check out what I'm gonna
So,
do, dude.
Yeah.
I feel like the guy with first of all the guy with the sign, like if you're that guy, like you can't do that.
No.
But I also think he was like a big fan of his, so he didn't like try to piss him off.
He tried to give him a fucking high five
Yeah.
handshake.
But it's like you can't do that.
Yeah.
No,
yeah, Dustin
it's
don't
a-
do that, but man,
No,
I
I'm
get it.
saying the guy. Well,
Well, both of them.
Dustin
Both
can't
of them don't do
either,
it, but I
The
would,
guy's
you know.
looking to get it. I don't know. I looked at it and thought he was looking for trying to get a
Yeah.
rise out of Poirier. I mean, that's something that another professional fighter said 3 years ago after he fucking snapped his leg.
Yeah.
It's
You
also
know, like, why come say that? And his daughter is right there.
Yeah.
I'd have done the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
My wife probably wouldn't have held me back.
Yeah.
If I would have hopped out of that fucking Jeep.
That dude's got to read the room a little better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey,
And all for fucking views.
think about it. What if the guy who got slapped tries to sue him, gets some
Oh, that-
money, then
that's-
boom, Dustin Poirier.
Yeah.
He's gonna got a fight coming up real soon, doesn't he?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's
It could work
that's the
out in
only
our
thing
favor
is-
here.
He tried to do that because he's a fan. He wants to see him fight.
Yeah, he's like, I know what to do.
I'll get you.
We're not
there.
gonna keep Dustin stale and
I'll
sitting
bankrupt
around.
your ass, and then you'll have to fight.
He's gonna slap the shit out of me, and I'm gonna sue him.
He's doing the Lord's work. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
I actually like that guy. You know
just
what?
try to sue fighters to make them more
I changed-
active.
I
It's a
changed
new
my
game
mind.
plan.
Speaking
I'm
of
a fan of
Poirier
the guy with the
fighting,
sign.
he commented on a tweet that Makhachev put out.
yeah, saw that. Yeah.
Makhachev said, "Who's next?" And Poirier retweeted it and said, "What's up?" How do you think that fight goes?
Not
Because
good.
I don't think it goes well.
It does
For
not
Dustin
go
or Makhachev?
For
Dustin.
Dustin.
I'd like to be hopeful.
I'm definitely
I
rooting
mean,
for
Dustin
Poirier.
will-
if
he'll
he
piece him up a
fights him,
bit,
but-
After the Volk fight, like it made Islam
Volk-
look human.
He looked
Yeah.
human,
Yeah.
but I don't think Dustin has that
That's just
takedown defense
stylistically
and get
not
up.
good for Dustin.
Yeah, no.
I
and
think
he
I-
can't. He's proven he can't. He gets taken down. He's not very good at getting up without giving up his back and getting choked out.
Yeah,
And that
Now-
sucks. But you
Yeah.
know,
I think Dustin would be. I mean, obviously he could hurt him on the feet.
yeah, he would be definitely
unlike
more crisp.
anybody as far as power that Islam's fought. Probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, Volk hits hard, obviously, but he's a 45er.
Yeah.
So it's different. Like,
Folk is a different animal too, and we also did say the same thing when Dustin fought Khabib. We were like, we bet pieces him up at least a little bit before he finally gets
Yeah.
dominated, and he didn't. He got completely
no, and
dominated.
dude, it's that back of your head. Like, if I throw anything,
Yeah,
I'm getting.
taken
Taken
down.
down immediately.
Yeah,
and Dustin has a hard time with that.
You know, it's not a good matchup.
I mean,
Now,
he did almost. He had him in a guillotine, you know, and it was definitely tight.
Yeah.
Khabib just got out of it and he gassed his arms.
Dustin
and,
loves jumping them guillotines.
Yeah.
He did it
Yeah.
like 5 times against Dan Hooker. And
That's a problem.
yeah.
and Makhachev has talked shit on Poirier too. When DC and him were talking, and he was like, "Oh, you could fight Dustin Poirier," and he was like pretty much brushing it off, like, "Yeah, whatever." And he said that DC was like, "Poirier's a black belt," and he goes, "Who give him his black belt?
I saw that
Who
interview.
give him his black
give
belt,
him the-
brother?
Dude,
Everybody
give him
has
black
black
belt."
belt."
These black, like, it seems like almost everybody in the UFC's got a black belt, but there's
I'm actually
just
a black belt.
levels. and
Yeah, there's
levels.
definitely,
Are
you
you?
know,
Yeah, dude.
Same guy?
No.
No.
Mine was
Ralph Lauren.
yeah. Actually, Dickies.
Mine's more legit then.
Wait,
You're a Dickie black belt?
genuine Dickies black belt.
Fuck. Okay, so let's look at this lightweight rankings real quick. Okay, so, I mean, so obviously Charles and Beneil is booked,
I love Beneil, and I think he beats him, and he is champ.
maybe. You think he beats Islam too?
I said Oliveira is what I meant. But yeah, I think he could, but not right now. Not yet.
The timing of this is not good for either of them, for
Yeah.
Charles or Beneil, because they have time to make another title fight right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
So
th-
that's why I think maybe they might do Dustin and Islam,
I hope so.
and then the winner of Beneil,
But also,
Charles
you got,
fights the winner of that.
Here's the thing, and you guys aren't going to agree, and you probably ain't going to like it. I think Beneil Dariush definitely beats Gaethje, Poirier, and Oliveira. The 3 guys ahead of him.
I mean, I respect your confidence in him.
I think
he has a hard time with Charles.
He reminds me of a Gegard Mousasi.
You know?
He's like a miniature Gegard Mousasi, and he's fucking incredibly well-rounded in all aspects of the game. And he's a tough motherfucker, and he's got a jaw of steel. He's got all the ingredients to become a world champ. It's a matter of time, and I think he's going to get it sooner than people realize, and he's going to surprise people.
Is he running out of time, though?
How old is he?
I don't. He's not young, right?
No.
Oh, he said he made that joke, kind of, the backhanded joke of that he thinks the UFC is waiting for him to retire of old age before he gets a title shot.
You talking about Beneil?
Yeah, Beneil.
He's not marketable. I mean,
I like him. Oh, his birthday's May 6th.
He's
Let's go.
Super
33.
Super nice guy. So he's definitely not that old.
I think he's got plenty of time, dude.
I just wonder with the upper echelon guys, Beneil's he's hittable.
Yes,
he gets hit a lot, and I just wonder. I mean, Charles
and
hits hard,
Gaethje doesn't, and Oliveira doesn't.
Yeah, but I mean, Gaethje he never won the belt either.
No, I'm saying he beats all those guys. I really do.
He's definitely got a better
I think Dariush beats Chandler too.
Yeah, Chandler.
He beats Chandler.
Yeah,
well, we also have to think about what happens with the Conor Chandler fight.
Yeah.
Does one of them get shot up to a title shot?
I'd say
if Conor beats Chandler, he gets a title shot.
100% he gets a title
Yeah.
shot. If Chandler beats Conor, I don't know.
Maybe. Probably not, but it's possible.
Yeah.
Be something big.
Maybe it's emphatic.
Yeah, if he comes out and knocks out Conor, first round.
You think Chandler's going to wrestle fuck McGregor?
Hey, look at all the number 4s in each weight class.
I saw a meme about that the other day.
All the number 4s are super heavy dark horses in the division.
Yeah.
Vittori not as much as the other guys.
Yeah.
but he was.
Yeah, he was.
He was
Rakic,
like
to me is
but
the ultimate.
and
dark
Bilal.
horse.
Yeah.
Bilal too.
Ugh.
Bilal kind of like Beneil, like they don't really seem to give a fuck
No.
about him. They don't want to push him.
Exactly. But hey,
Bilal's-
guess who that guy was for 10 years? The champ, Leon Edwards. That was Leon Edwards for how long?
Dude, yeah, he got.
For how long did that guy get fucking shit on and put in a corner, a dark closet?
Were you talking about Edwards?
Yeah. Leon Edwards, UFC almost made everyone hate him for a long time. And I'm still not a huge fan of the guy, but he's champ
I love
now.
it. I love
like
seeing
him better than
the
Kamaru
promos
Usman.
for him
fuck
saying
yeah.
fucking
Me too.
headshot
Not
dead.
Colby, though.
That's so sick. Some of these
that
videos
was
these
great
fans are
for the
creating.
UFC,
Oh yeah.
because people aren't huge fans of Usman, and it was a highlight reel, fucking out of nowhere,
Yeah.
losing
Yeah.
the fight type of thing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Literally
I still
like a
don't
Rocky
think,
story.
I still don't think people really care much about Leon, which it doesn't happen overnight. But
Yeah. I mean, I still don't really
Oh,
care
if he
about
comes
him.
back and beats
Yeah,
Usman again,
yeah,
Oh, that'd be epic.
superstar.
Yeah, I'll be a big fan. I'll be a fan of his
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
Even
And they're
though
gonna
I know that's shitty to say because he's proved himself, but
Walter. I mean, I don't know. I was gonna say, and then they're feeding him to Kamzat, but I think Kamzat's going up, right? So maybe if he beats Usman,
that's incredible, man. I fucking love me some Bobby Knuckles. How long has that guy been in the top 2 in 185? I mean, how many years straight has he been
a long
champ?
time.
Yeah.
He came out of
Top
tough.
3.
Who's
Coming out of tough anymore is you're not. You might not even stick around in the UFC for more than 2 fights. And
He's been in a
belt.
goddamn top 2.
Damn it!
That-
I wish
Who's
I
the last
could have
person he
remembered.
fought?
Fucking Izzy?
Was it Izzy?
No, he
What?
fought Vittori after that. I thought, right?
Or was it
Oh,
Cannoneer?
I saw a thing.
Miles
a stat.
Oh,
Cannoneer was before
Izzy.
Because I remember he broke Cannoneer's arm. Kicking him.
Big fan of that.
I wish I could remember who the
Kennedy's a
stat was
weirdo.
on, but it was said that I think he may have recently just retired, but being in the UFC, he got all the way to the number 1 contender. I don't think it was a guy that didn't win the belt, but he never dropped out of the top 8 fighters in the world. Never
That's
dropped out of it.
impressive.
His
That's
entire
impressive.
UFC career.
Yeah, that's impressive in and of itself.
I can't remember who it was, and it's pissing me off. But
Yeah, this is one of those
it
topics
reminded me about Bobby Knuckles. I don't know if it was
Do
him
I?
or not, but he as he came into the UFC, he blew up into stardom, and I don't think he ever got a belt. We're talking
He sounds like Mark Hunt in a
about
way.
Whitaker, but it wasn't a heavyweight. It was
No?
damn it, I can't remember.
feel like
but it
there's
was
a few
a crazy
guys.
stat, to think of.
Yeah.
never out of the top 8.
Never drop out of that.
Was it Bruce Lee?
Yes, that guy.
Hey, honestly, Michael Johnson, he's in that fucking category. That motherfucker's been top 5 for how long?
Well,
Until he dropped, but he's still
Yeah.
top 10 for how long? He's been top 10
yeah,
for
for a
forever.
long time with that
Fucking
shit
long
record,
time.
Too.
still up there though.
Yeah.
Springfield represent.
Michael's kind of had a little bit of a resurgence, it seems like.
I hope he does. I hope he gets a little better before he goes out. I don't want to see him go out on a shitty
Whitaker,
loss.
his last fight was Vittori decision in Paris.
That's right.
But yeah, back to the Islam Dustin. I mean, I think it actually makes sense for them to do that now because Beneil and Charles still have to fight. So unless they just have Islam wait for the winner of that, which they probably should have Islam wait for Beneil, Charles,
But are
winner.
they going to do the rematch between him and Volk right off the bat?
I don't think they
because-
should.
Volk seems like he wants it now.
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
And then you got, because also he's got a little bit of heat too from Yair at 35,
I
or
think they
sorry,
need to do
45.
That. They need to do Yair and Volk now.
Yeah, well, Yair was saying they asked him questions like, "Hey, if Volk does the Makhachev fight again, what do you do?" And he goes, "I become the undisputed champion." And I'm like,
If
Should it work like
maybe
that, though?
by
No,
no,
probably not.
unless he relinquishes the belt like knowingly, like says I'm not coming back down ever, or decides he gets one of those situations where he doesn't want to sign a fight or something, waits too long. That's different. But if he's
active,
yeah, he's actively fighting to get another belt.
yeah.
And I don't think he's the type of guy to just I'm holding on to the belt even if I'm not defending it. Like I feel like if he knew he wasn't going to be at 45 for a long time, I feel like he would do what year he did.
Yeah, and say, hey, take the belt or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I think if we're talking about like how, which this sport's never like cut and dry. Here's how it works all the time. But I feel like Volk went up and lost. Technically lost. I don't think they should do an immediate rematch for the super fight if the guy going up loses. You know what I mean? They might just because of the money. It's a big fight. Beneil.
Well, they didn't do that with Izzy when he went up and fought Jan. He just went right back to his spot.
Right. Yeah, and another thing is Yair didn't just like squeak out a split decision against Josh Emmett. I mean, he beat the fucking shit out of him. So I think that deserves a title fight.
Which bummed me out. I wanted Emmett to win that.
I'm a fan of Yair. I am.
Yeah.
He's so smooth.
He's very good, very fun to watch,
Yeah.
but I just don't like his personality.
All right, well, hey, I know Seth will want to talk about this.
Twat.
Chad, Arnold Allen says Max mileage is going to catch up with him. I got to pee. You guys.
Yeah.
Wait, what'd you say?
Arnold Allen tweeted, or not tweeted, but I saw a tweet of an interview he did, and they were talking about him and Max's matchup coming up.
Max Holloway?
Yeah, against Max Holloway. And he was saying, Max is a legend. Like, he was being respectful, but he was saying he's been in wars, and it's going to catch up with him. Like,
But sure.
How long has he been preaching? Like he's always saying protect your chickens and shit. Like, but with sparring, I feel like he's been doing the smarter sparring for like 2, 3, 4
He doesn't
years now.
spar at
What's
all.
the rest of it, though? Is that
But
all
like
of it?
not like contact sparring.
That's it?
What?
Is that all of it?
What do you mean?
Everything you just said about Allen?
Yeah, everything I've seen on him talking to Max has not been like him talking shit. He's being like, confident.
Yeah, but
in
all you
himself.
said was, he's going to win because those wars have gotten to
he
him.
was saying that he doesn't think Max is as durable as he used to be anymore. Like, even he was talking about the
what
Yair
what
fight.
proof? What proof does he have?
Nothing's proved that.
No,
in
he's
his last
saying
few fights.
I think I saw another thing. He was going to be the first
base
person
that off of
to
Max getting dropped or getting gassed or something.
He said he's going to be I think he said he was going to be the first person to drop Max.
I don't think so because the way that he trains now, he's just trained so much smarter.
He's smart. He's
but how old
smart.
is Max?
Well,
he's not that old.
Yeah,
he's
he's like
30,
30s.
31.
Well,
Yeah.
Young 30,
No, wait, Max is my age, right? He's 20. Yeah, he's 30. No, he's 30. No, he's 31 maybe.
which is like middle age for fighter,
well,
which
here's
isn't
the-
bad.
Here's the thing, though. I can't remember the exact
No,
stat.
28 to 31 is prime.
Yeah.
But I saw like a couple years ago, I saw a chart, and it was like every fighter like in the top 15 or something, like strikes absorbed or so.
Oh,
so I
and
can't-
Max is top of the list.
Dude, Max's dot was like a mile ahead of everybody.
Yeah,
Literally.
He hits people, but he also gets hit.
Right.
Like
but he doesn't
just-
get knocked down.
No,
though.
he's never been knocked
Yeah.
down.
Yeah,
You know,
but he
he's-
didn't get hit against Cater, and Cater threw a fuckload of punches at him.
What I'm saying is, Max, he's got a point. Max, there's statistics backing up that Max gets hit a lot.
He thinks he's going to be the guy that toward the decline
Well, sure,
starts.
and I'm sure
The final
everybody
decline.
that goes into that fight, if you
I
don't go in
I
thinking
don't
you could
think
drop
so.
somebody,
I don't fucking think so.
but you never know. I mean, he got
Arnold's
a
good.
lot of mileage, and he gets hit. And his last few fights that he like went against like Yair, even though he won that fight, he got busted
Yeah,
the
he
fuck
did.
up.
Yeah.
That's
But-
what that basically that fight alone is why I was picking Yair against Emmett.
Yeah,
So I was like, he hit him with some huge shit. Like
Oh, yeah.
that would drop anybody else.
anybody else other than Max fucking Zombie Holloway. Like
Max Holloway is just a freak, man. That
No,
kid
that-
is a
essentially.
freak.
the guy can just keep getting hit, and
He
even
doesn't
when
make
he's
sense.
hurt,
Nothing about him makes sense.
Yeah.
He's Hawaiian.
that could fucking that
Yes, it's something to
West
that.
Side
Yeah.
YNI, bro.
There's something to that.
something, dude. It's fucking in their blood to just keep going.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
Because even when he's hurt, he's like, you
yeah.
can see it in his
Usually-
eyes, like, "Fuck, I'm rocked." But his legs are like, "Nope, we're good. We're still good. The brain's not here, but the legs are here."
He's not even like
I don't know if there's a more well-rounded fighter than Max Holloway.
no, probably not. But I was gonna say like he's not even like some dynamic striker. Like he
He's
can do everything
scrappy.
good, but like he's not just like tricking you. You know,
That,
like,
No,
that
he's-
island fighting, he just
Yeah,
knows
stand
what
in
it's
front of
effective
you,
and
and
he's
I'm
going to
gonna
do it.
block you up.
You've heard in interviews where like where he started learning his combos was from playing with Jose Aldo in one of the old UFC
Yeah,
games.
Yeah.
he said that's
Yeah.
how he trained.
That's
or,
how he would
learned
train.
some
He
shit.
just-
He's
Yeah.
fucking genius. But
but I mean, I don't know who I think
Alan's
is gonna win
not-
that. By the way,
I
that's,
do.
That's the main event.
I'll bet on it.
Well,
Who
I
wants?
know-
Who
I
wants
know you
some?
will.
Who wants some?
But that's the main event in Kansas City, by the way. But Arnold Allen has the tools to like be a champ. I think.
Oh, yeah. He's got power.
Mid-20s. He's a fucking physical freak.
Yeah,
Well, then he better get through Max because that's nobody's going to be a harder fight for him than Max Holloway. I don't think.
well, because he got against Hooker, Arnold Allen got dropped that one time, but then he came and knocked the shit out of
Yeah.
Hooker too. But he got dropped. I mean, but he's shown he's got a chin, and great cardio, because in order to have good chin, you got to have pretty damn good cardio.
Right.
Or just a thick fucking
No,
neck.
that's
Or a combination of both.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's another wrinkle. Is like, has Arnold been 5 rounds? I don't think he has. Not in the UFC.
I don't know if-
Especially
yeah.
not with the champion, the most successful
No.
champion.
This is definitely his biggest test.
I mean, that
ever.
changes things.
The guy who beat the most successful champion of all time in that division. How many times did he beat Aldo? 3? 2 times? 2 or 3
I think
times?
it's 2.
It's 2?
Yeah.
Still.
2 in a row.
Fucking Jesus.
I'm fucking stoked that's the main event in Kansas
Fuck
City
yeah.
because
That's
not only is
amazing.
Max a big name and I like Arnold Allen, but it's like smaller weight class. Like it's gonna be a fun fight. It's not gonna be heavyweights staring at each other for 5 rounds.
And that's
you know?
an eight-
Waiting to
that's
take
April?
someone's head off.
Yeah,
Hey, that's in April?
April 15th.
yeah.
God fucking damn it.
Where are you gonna be?
Where are you going to be?
You're gonna be in Florida.
No, I'm going to be just getting back from Florida, which means I'll have this
Perfect.
much money.
Just sneak in.
I've been looking like every day. The tickets still aren't available, but
Yeah.
I don't
Does
think
it say whenever they're going to
We
be
paid
available?
$300 for our shit tickets,
that was a
bro.
pay-per-view like right after COVID, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
I'm
There was
going.
2 championship fights,
I
too.
plan on going.
I got.
Yeah, we're going.
I thought I was
I
going to
wanna
get
go
any
so
tax
bad.
money back this year.
Sinead, Kavanagh.
You getting some?
Is she related
And
to
for the last 2 years, I fucked up my
Trains
taxes for the
SPG.
last 2 years, so I'm going
Hold
to
on.
mend those and get more money. So.
Is she related to Kavanagh, the
That's
coach?
what we were talking about earlier. I didn't
don't
know
know.
if it was his wife or daughter or
Because
cousin.
that's the chick that Connor picked up.
Yeah, she tore her, like,
She tore her
MCL.
fucking leg up, and he walked her out of the crowd in one of her previous fights. I'm
I
wondering
mean,
if she's
it's-
related.
Kavanaugh may be like the Smith of
yeah,
Ireland.
of
Ireland.
Dublin.
I don't know.
Yeah,
but
It'd be like O'Malley,
O'Malley, O'Reilly, O'Shamus.
O'Reilly.
I love Janay Harding. I know I've said that a million times, but her Instagram is
what?
my favorite place
Sinead
to visit.
O'Connor.
Who is it?
Yeah.
Janay Harding. She's Australian. She's a tall chick though.
Nice legs.
She's like 6'6".
I like that she wears that top, though. She's always wearing the Ireland. Jesus.
So Bellator lets their fighters use like sponsors.
Yeah. They're not.
I wonder how much.
greedy fucks. You
Yeah.
know?
I wonder what the pay gap between not from fight money, but how much an average top 5 Bellator fighter makes compared to an average top 5 UFC fighter makes.
It's probably.
But
everything.
everything, you know what I mean?
The one, obviously, Connor.
Yeah.
Is
Nobody's making Connor
that
money.
moves the average a lot. But
Yeah.
I'd say the 5th highest paid Bellator fighter is probably right around, if not more than the 5th highest paid UFC fighter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
If you look at it all together, probably,
I'd say
Sponsors,
probably
flat rate pay.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was more. How many UFC fighters have gone to Bellator and said they got paid better than ever, and they weren't even top 10.
Not Bellator, but if you listen to Mike Perry, he makes 10 times as much
Yeah.
BKFC, which I still don't believe.
Yeah, I don't believe
he's
it
full of
either.
Shit.
That was probably a little bit of an exaggeration.
Yeah.
But
That's a place for him, though.
He's calling out Jake Paul.
Is he?
Yeah,
Probably.
I mean everyone is, but you know what I mean. He was one of the headlines.
Doesn't he have a pay-per-view, or not pay-per-view, but a title fight coming up?
Who?
BKFC, Mike Perry.
Yeah,
I
just
don't
something.
know who he's supposed to fight.
I think
know.
he's booked though.
Struggling.
It's 3:45 in the afternoon.
Cut me off.
So we got Sinead Kavanagh and Janay Harding fighting right now. This is a rematch, by the way. I'm pretty sure
Who won the first?
Sinead won the first one.
She's
I'm a-
long. She's
I'm a
very
fan
long.
of the Harding chick.
And man, how long
How
is
tall is
goddamn?
she?
Look at Benson Henderson. That's all I can look at right now.
Why?
How long? Because how long has that motherfucker been doing
He's
the
like
goddamn
40
thing?
years old now.
That's
That's what I'm saying. He's
crazy.
got to be
He's
45.
been fighting since what? 1920?
Looks the exact same as he always has.
Yeah, truly.
What's
This
happening?
isn't good.
Yep. Buffering.
How tall is Harding?
She looks tall.
Like 6'3".
6'3", 210.
We're gonna get a FaceTime from Dylan in about 5 seconds. He's 6'4".
Where's Dylan at? Eureka Springs?
Yeah.
What's he doing down there?
Burning rubber.
Wow.
He's having just a
She's 5'10".
Just a weekend.
a weekend.
Just a weekend.
Little vacay.
Him and Carl having a nice
Old
little
Carl.
weekend. I hope they have a great time.
Yeah.
Johnny Walker tweeting at Bellator.
Really?
Is that something? New development?
Hit it, bitch.
Oh, he came to support his Irish
Oh, I
teammates.
forgot he's a fucking SBG guy now.
Yeah. Fuck Johnny.
That doesn't make any sense to me at all.
Yeah, he's stupid. He's got a dumb face.
Who?
Johnny Walker.
Oh yeah, I hate him.
Dude,
He fucking sucks.
he's fighting Anthony Smith next.
He blew out his shoulder celebrating.
Yeah, and his
The
career
worm.
has never been the same, literally.
And he
Oh, she
beat up
says
my
boom,
boyfriend,
boom when
which
she
I'm extra
punches?
pissed off about.
Look at that. The Black Forge. That's Connor's, what is it, a brewery or something like that? Or the Black Forge thing? That's a
Maybe
Connor
it's
thing.
a blacksmithing thing.
No, it has to do with alcohol.
No, the Black Forge is Conor McGregor's pub in Ireland,
That's what it is.
and
yeah.
that's the name of his new Guinness,
Is
his
that-
new beer.
Yeah.
Is
Black
that where he
Forge.
goes to punch old people in the head?
No, that was
No.
next door.
Oh, okay.
That-
Yeah.
he
was the-
he bought that place out and then renamed it.
Yeah.
Dude, Connor has been looking juicy lately.
Juicy's the
Did you
right
see-
word.
but
Like-
did you see him go to
His
get to
head
Vegas, though?
his head looks bigger.
Did you
Yeah, it
see
does.
when he got to Vegas for Tough though?
But you can
Not-
do that with
He didn't look like
bodybuilding.
he was.
Not like movie big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
He looked like he had slimmed down a little bit, and I saw an interview with him. He kind of looked more like normal. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna
But
fight
I
at
do
155
remember his
weight.
face does look a little thicker. But,
Which that happens like anytime you gain like muscle, you're gonna gain some fat.
Yeah.
Here's the deal: when Hollywood gets involved and Jake Gyllenhaal's there and all these people are there, then they be like, "Hey, Dana, we're buddies. Remember that one night when you did that one thing?" And then I kept my mouth shut. Let's let your boy do some steroids so he can look good on film, and then we'll get him back
I mean,
in the
weren't
testing
you
pool.
saying that he's like had some sort of like exemption from the 6-month testing period or
I
something?
didn't say
That's
he got it,
suspicious.
but I heard that you can get it, some fighters have got like been exempt
So he's
from
got
it
it,
due to
Well, hold
like
on.
an injury, like a significant injury
Yes.
to help with healing. That
He
they
said,
were-
"Hey,
okay,
he
so-
said, hey, you got a car, I got a bike.
hit the shit out of me.
I don't want to be in this testing pool yet. So why don't you
That
hit me with your fucking
ooh, the
Do you-
conspiracy theorists out there
Are
fucking
fighters exempt?
Bonersville right now.
Are fighters exempt from like if they need physical therapy? Are they exempt from like steroid shots with therapy, like physical therapy.
I don't know the
Probably.
the
That's
rules,
like
but
that's some
that was
nitty-gritty
something
shit.
I had
Probably.
read, like
Dude,
a little experts
if they're
of them
gonna
that.
nail John Jones on picograms a couple of years ago, which is legal now, the picograms that he failed for back then, and everybody gave him shit for it, which fuck John Jones, by the way. But the shit that the tiny little picograms, and everybody's like, oh, picogram, and then and Aaron Pico was involved too somehow, whatever. Those times. Aaron Pico was blowing up at that time. Remember, we were making a bunch of Pico jokes because we were talking about picograms of John Jones, and then Aaron Pico was like coming on the scene. Everybody's talking about him. Okay. But anyways, now that shit's legal, so
yeah, like they said that
it's fucked up.
John Jones tweeted out and said that finally his name is cleared. All the asterisks or anything, derogatory marks on my
not the arm breaking and hitting the women and shit.
Well, he said his fighting legacy is cleared. His name is cleared. There's no asterisks anymore.
Yeah, the drug testing aspect of it.
Yeah, because what he got tested for wouldn't show up nowadays.
It wouldn't be illegal right now.
He wouldn't have tested positive.
Just like when they banned Nick Diaz.
That changes my opinion on John Jones a little bit. I still think he's a dirty fighter.
No, he is.
But
when they banned Nick Diaz for weed for 5 fucking years.
That's just stupid. If anything, that inhibits your ability.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I'm just saying. But now everybody's like, that's outrageous. If they did that now, like, there'd be riots in the fucking streets. But that wasn't that long ago.
I think what they argue is, like, marijuana can help with your recovery, but how much scientific shit do they use? They use the barometric pressure chambers where you get in a cold, like, you just stand in freezing cold temperature, ice bath, dry needling, like, all these different massage therapy techniques that weren't really...
Cryo or whatever.
Yeah, like cryotherapy, all that shit, which probably has
nipple massages.
See, that's I'm talking about the fact that, like, you're saying that Jones's legacy, it changes a little bit because of them.
Yeah.
But, like, to me, like, let's take TJ, for example. If TJ is not doing, EPO or whatever.
EPO's like a legit
EPO's the worst one.
Though.
EPO's the worst thing to do.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, when these guys pop, like, if they decided, okay, I'm not doing this because it's illegal, they're gonna go find something else to do. They're all doing something.
Everybody's doing something.
But, like, you got to think, even in any sport, there is every single, even if, like, you're amateur trying to go to the next level, you're gonna be supplementing with anything, whether it's just creatine, protein, and, like, greens
mushrooms.
Powders or maybe mushrooms.
Lion's mane.
No, but, like, anybody with
You're gonna find
anything that you want to be good at,
somewhere.
you're gonna find an edge that's legal. You know what I mean?
I like those shorts.
Well, you have to. I do too. And those legs.
I like your legs.
No, I think
Thanks.
Even though they're small.
They're huge.
John Jones thing is, I think it does kind of clear him a little bit, but the EPO thing is, I think it's different because that shit is
It's like a legit
unearthly, like, will turn you into a fucking psychopath just training, and you are able to train harder for longer.
Yeah.
It stimulates your body to create more red blood cells.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of it's a similar mechanism. Don't quote me on this, but it's similar to what any other, like, anabolic steroid does. It stimulates your body.
Yeah.
It either gives your body more testosterone or it stimulates your body to create more testosterone. But whenever you do that in your body and you come off of it, your body doesn't produce it well enough. But EPO is like
straight up.
Well, here's the thing.
It's like the meth of
Two
I
steroids.
wouldn't say it's meth, but
I think
steroids.
what kind of helps his case is that he got knocked the fuck out in the first round, that same fight that he used that. And now his whole thing was, I did this because I knew I was going to cut to 125 and I was going to be a fucking zombie. And I literally didn't have energy to train because of how much weight I was cutting.
Yeah.
And I do believe that. Because
I believe that
in
too.
my opinion, they tested him throughout his whole bantamweight title run. Never failed for it. And he failed for it then. So, like, in my opinion, he was clean as far as, like, what's illegal.
So what
in the
fight was that?
UFC. That was Cejudo.
Cejudo?
He went down to 120.
Oh, I thought they tested it as far back, and he tested positive after the Garbrandt fight. They did like a.
It was before. Yeah.
I could be wrong, but they piss you before your fight and after your fight.
How'd they not catch
They
it?
hold samples for a long
How did they not
time.
catch it then? Though? He fought Cody twice.
Shit, I don't know.
They
For
when
a
they
lot
get
of
better testing, when they get better tests to do the drug testing, they hold on the samples from like 6 months to a year from previous, and then they go and test those to see what it shows up with their fresh piss for their next fight.
If they're looking for certain PEDs, like you have to have a baseline for some of them, because if you test whoever the fuck fighter and their testosterone is like here, and then they get tested and then it's all the way down there all of a sudden, there's something fishy about that. And that's usually when like they pop and they do more investigating.
Ooh, dropped her.
Uh-oh.
Shut her down.
Yeah.
She's got
I guess
legs.
I'm just kind of a TJ truther, I guess, where I just, and I don't know that maybe he was on it when he fought Cody, but
I've always been a fan of TJ.
He's still like
an amazing
cheating
fighter.
or not.
Yeah.
His like skill wise is like one of the best ever.
Well, it's
100%.
just like the baseball players. I could do all the goddamn steroids I want. Doesn't mean I'm going to be able to hit a 100-mile-an-hour fastball.
There's still that skill.
Yeah, you still have
to have like a huge amount of skill to be proficient.
Also, if there's any sport that should allow steroids, it is baseball.
Yeah. Can't
Nobody's
hurt
cared about baseball since Barry Bonds and Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa all doing their home run shit.
We talked about this in one of my.
I know, I'm fucking around.
We talked about that in one of my classes the other day. I was like, do you think, or my professor was like, do you think performance enhancement drugs should be legal or illegal? And I was like, legal in what?
Allow
like pretense. And he was like, everything. And I was like, no.
Why not?
Okay, you got to think, like, yeah, it would make everything more entertaining, but let's say Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Jason Kelce, Chris Jones.
That's
like
a contact
all these
sport.
guys.
They all do meth.
No,
That's a contact
they all
sport,
do
though.
anabolic steroids, and they're public about it.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're like, yeah, I wouldn't. Some people might have like changed that into they wouldn't be there if they weren't on steroids. And so you go to the collegiate level,
I see that
and then
point.
you go to the high school level where all these kids' bodies are still developing. There's been studies in rodents and shit where they give them a performance enhancing drug, and then their baseline changes. So like if they wouldn't have done it, and then they're the equivalent of like 20 years old in a human or whatever, compared to a test subject who did it whenever they were 15, 16, their life hormone levels are going to be completely different because it changes the way that their body develops.
Yeah,
so
that group,
the group of young men who do that in high school, they would have problems with testosterone and all the problems that come with low testosterone levels for the rest of their life. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's my little scientific rant.
Well,
Probably what happened to Vitor Belfort.
Well, they were talking about it like when Bobby Green talked about Makhachev and the Russian fighters. Like Russia got banned from the Olympics because of
state-sponsored doping. Yeah,
because they were actually doping their fighters from young ages all the way up, and found out. And saying a lot of these Russian fighters, as starting out as young kids, are, maybe not getting the full dose, but they're microdosing every here and there, and making a 14-year-old as strong as a 22-year-old.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
I mean, I think at the end of the day, and as far as like the MMA context, like it's a sport where you can physically remove somebody from consciousness.
Yeah.
So there's no way they could open it up.
Yeah.
In my opinion, like they shouldn't at least.
You definitely
But this is we're basing off of baseball though. Baseball, bring it on.
Well, yeah.
This is where this got started.
That's
yeah,
like
we were comparing
baseballs-
baseball and other
the
shit.
baseballs
Yeah.
don't feel anything.
Yeah.
No, but you can still get hurt in baseball. You get guys
Of course,
but
but it's not a contact sport.
I think
It's a ball sport.
It's.
But you're not punching somebody in the face.
No,
Yeah.
no. I'm not saying it's anywhere near contact like football.
And if there's
or fighting
intent to
or
harm
anything
somebody,
like that.
you get thrown out of the fucking game.
Yeah.
What about therapeutic doses? Like, what if there's a fighter who's naturally, like, his testosterone levels are declining, like a 35-year-old fighter? That's whenever a lot of guys who are conscious about their health try to go on, like, TRT.
Yeah.
What about that? I think, obviously, you'd have to have, like, a lot more regulations and doctors and stuff like that. But if it just brings them back to the baseline, like, that alone could extend their career, like, a couple years and make them
But,
competitive.
I mean, if we're talking about the UFC,
But at the same time, it's a
Jim Miller's
contact
still
sport.
fucking doing it,
Yeah.
Like there's
Yeah, he
some
is.
guys that have
And doing it
And
well.
Some guys have better genetics, like speaking like longevity
That's
wise.
a
Jim
thing
Miller,
too, yeah.
I bet he's been clean his entire fucking life. That's one of those guys that I can confidently say that he's
his
not done
testosterone
shit.
is fucking deer meat. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got that Liver King
I
diet.
love Jim Miller.
All the HGH.
He lost. Did you guys watch that card the other night? He lost to Hernandez.
Yeah.
Decision.
It's a bummer.
I was actually pretty confident in him in that fight. I just don't think
So
very
was
highly
I.
of Hernandez, but
Well, I remember, man, we shit all over that poor soul when he fought Cowboy.
yeah.
Everybody in that house was like, kill him! Fuck his neck hole.
Janay
Yeah.
Harding's getting touched up pretty bad. She keeps throwing kicks, but it's the fucking third round. Low kicks are
Yeah.
like
You got to get a finish here.
Yeah.
You've been getting pieced up the
Kick her
whole
in the
fight.
head.
She's not going to fall down at the end of the fight.
yeah, like break her leg with one kick. No. Okay. I think we'll save the rest of this except for one thing. 1 year ago today, and I'm only going to bring this up because it was a Bellator thing. 1 year ago today was this card.
Masasi versus Austin Vanderford.
Yeah.
Masasi fucked him
This was
hard.
This was in Dublin.
Yeah.
A year ago today,
Yeah.
same fucking arena.
Wow.
Gegard beat Austin Vanderford. Sinead Kavanagh. She lost a decision, or no, she
How
wanted
do
a
you say her
decision.
name?
Sinead.
Not
So-
familiar.
Vanderford got
You're a liar.
fucked
Yeah,
up.
that wasn't.
His whole that one is
I think so.
shit
yeah.
was split open.
Vanderford?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, he could.
Thanks.
Yeah, he cut him bad.
I mean, I didn't think he was going to win, but I thought he would
Do
put up
better?
a little bit better fight than that. That was like Izzy Holocaust.
But
Yeah.
we're
Shit,
talking
like-
about the most underrated fighter in the entire world. So
Didn't-
that goes to that's proving every point
Didn't
I've ever
Gegard-
made about Masasi.
I mean, Gegard's older now, but didn't he lose?
He
belt?
he lost recently, but
Or was it that Eblin guy? Johnny Eblin that we watched?
Yeah.
it was a weird one. He shouldn't have
I think
lost.
that's who.
It might have.
beat
He's the one
Gegard.
who dethroned him. Yeah.
The Mizzou guy.
Yeah.
Jesus
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh
Eblin's nasty.
no, I'm a fan of him. Watching him fight, that was a good fight. I liked it.
Well, I think this is
Yeah, she knows she won.
30-27.
Yeah, she pieced her the fuck up.
Her
You don't
leg
pull your
isn't going to
first
feel
time.
good tomorrow, though. I'll tell you that. That left leg's going to be hurting.
I think Janay Harding, she's either going to fall to 6-7 or 6-8 now.
Damn.
Is it the same leg that she hurt that Conor McGregor carried her out of the cage?
Not sure.
That'd be
Honestly,
interesting, huh?
I don't remember exactly how that happened.
You would think that in the like one-on-one meetings during these fight camps for the biggest fights of their lives that they would go over a game plan and be like, listen, they've had this injury in this fight, they've had this injury in that fight.
I bet they do.
You know that these are the weak parts of their body. If all else fails, start hacking at that fucking area. You know that they've got. Like I would say that to my fighter.
I guarantee. I mean, guys,
I would
in
research
the middle
that.
of a fight, if someone like tweaks their knee, they start kicking the shit
Oh,
out of
yeah,
it. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, dude, when I was younger, like getting into the sport, I was always like, "Oh, it's so like mean to
Yeah.
do." But now it's like,
You got
that's
You gotta,
just-
yeah, you got to
You
win the
have
fight.
to.
it's the hurt,
Yeah,
it's the
I
hurt
saw
business.
that.
Yeah, we'll talk about this real quick. So first of all, it's like a big ass like fight weekend.
Yeah.
You had this being BKFC last night. Alan Belcher won championship. Lineker had his rematch.
Yeah, he just lost.
He lost.
Yeah.
You got Bellator 291. You got UFC tonight. Tomorrow is fucking Jake Paul and Tommy Fury, which we'll talk about probably next episode,
Yeah.
which is tonight.
Tomorrow,
But-
next week.
I could only find like this little short clip of what happened with Belcher.
He
But
got
he
dropped.
yeah,
he
first
got fucked
round.
up.
Those cuts are so weird on his head.
That arena is weird too. What is that? Looks like the Shrine, but newer.
It's hot in this motherfucker, bro.
Is it?
I feel like Dylan right now. It's hot in this motherfucker. We don't need those heaters.
I don't need the sound on this either. Just ducked under and just like temple.
Damn. Yeah, I saw he got dropped, cut on his cheek. He fucking got dropped, and he almost got like counted out. It was close.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, it's just this BKFC shit. It just does not take much, man.
No, dude. Bare knuckle, dude, just get fucked up. Just getting cuts everywhere.
It makes me really want to watch the top three in every division just one BKFC fight against each other. All these UFC guys.
Yeah, no grappling, just
No grappling, just kickboxing, bare knuckle. I just want to see it so bad.
But you would have to put.
I want to see Connor
best-
and Michael Chandler, no gloves, bare knuckle, kickboxing only. My boner would be
that's not
hard
good
and
for
true.
Like 2 inches.
You would want only
yeah,
like 2
still
inches.
hard,
the
still
legit
straight
strikers,
up.
though.
yeah. I mean, you can't really like put Colby in there.
Yeah,
like,
don't put Makhachev in there. Even though he's got decent striking, put
But the threat of, I mean, it's Khabib. Like, if he's just in a striking fight with Gaethje, like,
He's in trouble.
it's probably not going good.
yeah. I want to see put Yair out there.
Yeah, if it's kickboxing,
Fucking-
and Gaethje can just chop Khabib's leg,
Exactly.
and Khabib cannot take him down,
Right. That's.
it's over.
I mean, everybody Khabib fought was just so worried about that takedown.
Yeah.
yeah.
Changes everything.
It's
But
over.
I'd still love to see it because I don't like Islam that much.
I don't like
Didn't
Islam
really love
either.
Khabib a lot. Khabib like crushed my dreams of Dustin being the champ. So like, I don't fuck him. Like
He crushed a lot of people's dreams,
Yeah.
now he's fat.
and he's not a part of the MMA world anymore.
Yeah, it's
Is he
weird.
not even coaching anymore?
He told Islam that he wasn't going to be in his corner for the Volk fight
Yeah.
because he wanted Islam to. He didn't want to be a distraction and be the name for it. He wanted essentially
He wanted
Islam
to
to
be
create his own
Islam.
name.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
that,
Islam to
there's
be
that,
Islam.
but
I
he's
get that.
also
I'm not
he also
fucking
is
buying
about.
that, dude.
He said, yeah, but,
But-
his first argument was about his mother. It's always been
Yeah,
about
if
his
you
mom.
don't want to travel the world every weekend, just say that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be.
They'll
like,
give him Joe Rogan treatment. Just come around every now and then.
Only dudes in fights in the States.
It's only fights in Russia.
In the
that you
Russian
guys
states?
fight on. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, Islam did come out and say they were asking hey, how was it with your Khabib not being in your corner, and he was like, it was different, and he kind of it seemed like he was mad at Khabib,
Yeah.
there's that language barrier, kind
Probably
of.
gets tired of getting asked about Khabib,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
Maybe
I would.
he was kind of mad at Khabib for not being there because Khabib was kind of critiquing him, saying, "Why were you doing this, this, and this?" And he goes, "Well, if you were in my corner, I probably wouldn't have done these. If you were yelling at me or telling me what to do."
Yeah. I just think because when Khabib started coaching, I didn't even know his gym had all these guys, high level pros, and then all of a sudden he's just everywhere.
Yeah,
He's coaching 3 guys in every card, and it's
That's gonna be exhausting for them.
that's what I'm saying. Traveling all over the place,
Yeah.
living in Russia, going to Vegas, fighting in the Apex
That
every
is
fucking week.
a shit ton of flight time every week or monthly flight time.
Yeah, you're not
That shit
you're not
hurts.
conveniently
That shit
located
hurts.
in Dagestan, huh?
Yeah.
I saw. Speaking of the Nurmagomedovs, Umar tweeted out to O'Malley. O'Malley was talking about, I was really looking to. I'm ready to fight one of these guys, Aljamain or Cejudo or something like that.
Yeah.
And Umar said, "You're an average fighter. You're not. Nothing about you is great. Watch your mouth when you're saying stuff like this. Fight me if you really want to do something."
He's not fighting him.
Yeah, I'm like,
O'Malley's not
man,
gonna
he's-
fight him.
No, he's not going to drop down to you when he's up there.
Yeah,
And
that doesn't even make sense.
yeah, he's not going to take that chance. He's
Yeah.
going to make Umar rise up the ranks to come fight him.
I mean, look at fucking Jessica Andrade. She took that chance. Short
Yeah.
notice, fighting down, lost.
And goes and gets put to sleep.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But also, one thing I want to talk about is O'Malley. He turned down the whole backup fighter for Cejudo and Aljo
Yeah,
because he didn't want to cut weight.
for a fight that wasn't guaranteed.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, they do pay these guys. And they must pay him pretty good because they always have a backup fighter that cuts weight, and
Yeah.
weighs in and shit.
Yeah, they
But-
That
pay
would
him.
suck though.
Yeah, they pay him
Yeah.
no matter what. You're getting paid because you cut the weight.
Yeah, for your effort.
Yeah.
Just to be there.
But I guess, I don't know, I guess if I was O'Malley, I might do the same thing. I don't know, I'm not going to fucking
I'm going to put my body through hell.
do a training camp.
Yeah, I'll do a training camp if I'm guaranteed to fight.
Yeah.
I don't dog them for it.
I kind of always wondered why guys do that, other than just the money alone.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
think a lot of it has to do with just the money, and a lot of it could do with I'm down to fight no matter what, whenever. But I think a lot of it has to do with the money.
They that's off. They must pay these guys a lot to do that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Chandler's been one.
Yeah.
Fucking
Anthony Smith just did it.
Anthony Smith was one. I mean, they've done it a bunch of times now.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it'd be smarter not to do it.
Right. Because not only are you not fighting, but you're also, taking that little bit of time off your career by that weight cut.
By the whole camp. And
I think the only time
risking
you
injury.
really you do it is if you're that guy that hasn't. You're right at the cusp of being in the talks of, a contender, or, being able, or you're close to that title fight.
They probably have to think of it's. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you're right. Just saying, if you're close to being that guy as a contender or an up and comer that the guys are really looking out for you, and you're not getting paid like you're going to be here soon, then you can take that money and be like, okay, I'll put in the work and maybe, because it's that opportunity of, fuck, what if I didn't do it and someone gets hurt?
Well, what were you going to say?
I was just going to say, it probably, to sum that up, they just have to see, if what's most beneficial for their career,
Exactly.
If someone shits the bed on the scale, then they're there.
That kind of leads into what I was going to say, because it's all dependent on who you are. Chandler came in to the UFC as the outsider who was trying to work his way in. They did push him pretty early, but he did it probably because he was I'm coming in late. The UFC took this risk on me, kind of.
Yeah, I'm going to show people who I am,
and I'm going to be a company guy.
Exactly.
Now O'Malley, he's almost to the point where it's he doesn't have to just do what the UFC tells him to do.
Yeah, he can kind of call his own shots.
He's a big enough star.
Yeah.
So it depends on who you are. I guess Anthony Smith, he's gonna say no, and they're gonna be like, okay, see ya.
Yeah, we'll get somebody else.
Yeah, cut him, or you're not fighting a top 10 guy for 5 years.
Yeah.
It's really, it's really interesting. This sport to me is interesting because of how, multiple reasons, but a big part of it is just how everyone's journey is completely different.
Oh yeah.
It's never the same for two guys.
No. You got guys like O'Malley that get shoot up to the fucking top like rockets. And then you got guys
Patty.
like
See, O'Malley
Exactly.
he didn't even get shot up, but the whole idea for his career
he got
was
hyped up.
Yeah.
Is what I meant. He hyped up until finally when he got his shot he capitalized and he won. But like you said, Patty, shot up.
Is Patty fighting Drew Dober?
I hope
that came
so,
out.
and
That
I
came
hope
out. I'm
that's
pretty sure it's
happening.
already been
Drew
announced.
Dober needs to whoop his ass. 'cause
Patty's going to be sleeping.
He needs to be humbled.
Be crazy.
I don't think he's that good.
You're more optimistic with Patty, but there's no way he beats him, in my opinion. No shot.
I think
he could.
Patty's not a bad fighter.
No, not at all.
I don't think he's as good as they're painting him
I'm not
to
saying
be.
he's bad.
Just like Blanchfield
compared to us.
exposed Molly.
But he's, in my opinion, he is not a good UFC fighter.
Yeah, I think he's definitely
I think
got
Rogan would agree
potential.
with you.
I think he's got potential, and also Drew Dober is a tough bastard. He's crazy, but he
jacked.
gets hit.
He gets hit.
Yeah.
But he's got
He's
hit
not
a lot harder than Patty
True.
Pimblett, and he's also a hell of a kickboxer too.
Yeah,
It's
And
going to
he-
be a war of attrition. Who the cardio and toughness is what it's going to squeak down to.
I hope
And then the judges are going to fuck it all up.
Yeah.
Hold on.
my
I
whole
love to
goal in
plan
life
this right now.
is for Drew Dober to be the underdog and me to put my whole life savings on him and him knock him out in the first round. That would make my life complete. Because I've been wanting to bet against Patty
This is
his
amazing.
whole UFC career.
It's a sick walkout.
In Ireland, playing Zombie by the Cranberries, they're
Yep.
all singing and fucking
Yeah,
getting
this
hammered.
Peter Quelly guy is he's kind of a big deal in Bellator in Ireland.
This is a sick walkout.
the whole crowd singing.
the
Zombie.
whole crowd
crowd
is
is
singing
singing
it.
That's fucking lit.
Pretty sure Peter Quelly's 1-1 against one of the Pitbull brothers. He's had
Really?
some big
Patricio?
wins. I can't remember which one. He's the real deal. He's got kind of a salty record. But Bellator seems to really.
He looks scary.
Bellator seems to really
I'd be scared
want
of
to
them.
tap into the Irish market and
Yeah.
England too, London. But they go to Ireland a lot.
And it could help, because obviously they're not as big as the UFC.
38.
But maybe tapping into these foreign countries.
damn.
They go to Israel and shit
Yeah,
too.
it helps them, kind of make up that ground from what they lack in the U.S.
Yeah, I mean,
He's an old lightweight, man.
they have to do something different.
He's a little younger
They
than
can't
you.
just we're going to Vegas.
That's not true.
They can't, copycat essentially what the UFC does. They have to kind of find something new or something different. They're not even letting this guy
talk.
announce the fighters because
They're
they're still
still
singing
singing.
the song.
He's singing too.
That's so fucking cool.
That's pretty awesome. I bet you those fighters have all the adrenaline pumping through them right now.
Oh yeah.
Even
So
more
good.
so, like, other than the fact that they're getting ready to
I don't think
physically try and
I
kill
don't
each
think
other.
any country
But-
pumps
That they
up
just got
fighters
locked in
more.
a cage with another human being.
Yeah, but on top of that, the crowd is singing.
Dude, this is this country's national sport, man. Like, this is what they do.
Can you
Oh,
imagine,
I was about to say.
Drink and fight. Yeah.
can you imagine if this Bryce
Patricky.
Logan... Patricky, yeah. Can you imagine if this Bryce Logan guy just sleeps him
Oh.
in Ireland?
Be rough.
It said
He
four
better get,
finishes
he better get
were in the
extra
first
security
round.
walking out
Yeah,
of
no
there.
shit.
That got me pumped up.
Keith
I'm excited
Peterson.
about this fucking fight, dude. Oh, he's all up in his grill. This is my
pushing the
cage.
pace.
Oh, I liked that. That looks pretty good.
I think it's got to be
on
one
it,
of the
on it.
craziest feelings of walking out
Logan's
to
springy.
a crowd like that in
kinda-
your hometown
Yeah. A lot
or
of
your
pressure.
home country, and
A lot of pressure.
oh yeah, all the pressure, but that feeling. I bet you none of us have had that kind of
No.
No.
Fuck
Adrenaline
no.
rush.
No.
not
like that. Dude, Logan
maybe
moves.
a little different than you.
I've been by a lot of explosives. I've dropped a lot of explosives.
okay, most of us.
But
I
even then,
think.
it's different.
Yeah, it's gnarly.
Logan moves
Oh.
a lot like Chad Mendez, and I like it.
So, side note, we're one fight through the prelims of UFC right now. And all your guys' Aliev guy won.
Hell yeah, let's
Decision.
fucking go.
I picked the other guy
Good job.
just because he was cheap. It was a decision win, though. He probably didn't get you a bunch of points.
Yeah, he did 500.
I see who I picked.
We're not going to go too much into detail on the DraftKings for the UFC event yet, but we're doing an episode right after this. That'll be out shortly after this one's out. So if you want to see our DraftKings shit, go to episode 16.
And do it right now.
Or go to our Instagram and see our picks right before a fight got canceled. God
What
damn it.
Yeah, that was ass.
God.
1 point.
I got 1.2 points.
1 point.
It's still happening, though. That's going on right now.
Yeah, well, Dylan has 108.
Everybody does then, because Dylan picked Aliev.
Yeah, ours just hasn't. Hold on. What? Yeah, see, it had. Yeah, mine just hasn't right there.
Oh, we got tagged there.
Takes a while.
This Bryce Logan guy is not shitty.
No,
He's got good movement. He's
That-
springy.
Quelly
He's quick.
guy, he kind of mixes it up. When he throws that right leg kick, he throws a punch right after it, a right hand with it. That's kind of has been sneaking in.
Little switch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's been feinting those leg kicks.
I like the feints. I like guys that feint. Volkanovski's a big feint guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Quelly does that a lot, too.
Yeah,
So-
the guys that keep you thinking the whole time.
Right.
Yep. Don't give you a chance to breathe.
Some of these guys, even the UFC guys, they don't do that.
Just
They
got
just-
him cut on the nose.
They just stand in front of you until they want to throw something.
Yeah.
Quelly's bleeding. He's blue.
His fucking lower
He's got a
legs already got a
huge-
huge whelp on it.
He's picking that leg up a lot,
Yeah.
though. Like, obviously, probably because of that, but he's really committing to the check a lot.
Got a fight on our hands.
Is this your cousin or something?
Nah,
Oh.
I'm Scottish.
Oh, sorry.
Idiot.
Paul Craig's his cousin.
Yeah.
That'd
That's
be
my
dope.
dad and my boyfriend at the same time.
I mean, that's a little Alabama-y if you ask me.
I mean, hey, Scotland's the Kentucky of UK.
This is a pretty big pace that Quelly's
Oh, did
pushing.
he just get clipped?
No, he slipped. I think. I don't know. I just
It's
feel
like
like
a horse picking that leg up like that. Oh,
Oh,
we got Clippy'd right there. He is getting pieced up, man. Logan looks pretty good. That's why that crowd's so fucking quiet right now. They need to start going, ole, ole,
Yeah.
ole,
they
ole.
need to yell something. Put on zombie again.
Look at all the chicks wearing pink over there. Hi.
What are you paying attention to, young man?
Cigarettes and booze. Keith Peterson. He's got some tits on him.
Fucking Keith Peterson.
Keith Cheaterson. Is that what you said?
No,
I think it's
Keith
No.
Keith Cheaterson.
Oh,
Oh, are they?
Oh, they both tagged each other.
They just
Yeah,
now
they
started
are.
as soon as you walked in.
As
They
soon
was-
as I said
we were just
play
talking about
zombie
how
again,
silent
they
it
started
was in
singing.
there.
Oh, that one hurt. That leg kick hurt. That one hurt real bad.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are.
That's
Still pushing the
that's better
pace.
than ole, ole, ole. Finally,
They're
took him a while.
probably not like as happy with the way this round's going as they thought they would be.
Yeah, so they're trying to
gonna get it going.
give him the spirit of Ireland.
See him picking that leg up.
Yeah, the last one he just took hurt real bad.
He had a hard time planting on it right
Yeah.
there. He grabbed the cage.
Yeah, he did. Just wanted to
Look at him.
return
You
it.
see, as he came down when he did that little jump, he's ginger on it for sure.
I mean,
What do you mean by ginger?
Stupid.
he's stupid on that leg.
Hey,
You're going to hell.
my mom's redhead. Hope she never watches this.
I mean, is there any chance in hell she'd watch this?
If my mom watched
Why
this, she'd
not?
have a heart attack.
They watch it.
Little
You get a
step. That was
text.
a
Hey,
massive step.
Yeah, a little step.
hey, you've been taken out of the will.
Yeah.
It's all right. This podcast makes $millions. So.
Yes.
It's true.
We're millionaires.
We
Suck
pay-
it, Mom.
We pay
Whoa.
1% on every episode.
You guys haven't paid me anything.
Not yet. We pay bi-weekly.
I did it 2 weeks ago.
Oh, well, it's a checks in the mail.
Yeah. Listen, the Big Brother organization is paying us to take you here, buddy. And give you a good time.
Don't touch me.
But you feel so good.
I'll kill you.
Look at your muscles.
I don't have those.
He's
it's all
got
sinful.
a hell of a nose.
It's cut. It's cut up.
Yeah.
38 years of pro MMA.
Yeah. Fuck. I mean,
his
it's
whole this part of his face just looks flat.
He's
he's
like,
got
I
a
gotta
huge
go
schnoz.
forward so I don't get kicked in the leg. Is what he's thinking.
He's like a goddamn horse doing that shit. We used to get shit for
Oh.
that
Yep.
in
Keep
the
chopping
gym,
that leg.
doing that.
See, he's picking it up, but he's picking it like straight up. He's
Yeah,
not like
he's not
Yeah.
checking it.
he's not turning it out at all.
Look how bad it looks.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, it looks
And
terrible.
that's all cat. There's no like
Look at his ankle.
thigh.
Look at his ankle though
Yeah.
too.
It's just
Ankle's
straight.
fucked up.
Like
Yeah, he's
where
about
he
to
got
have the
kicked,
drop
where he
foot.
picked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say 2 more, and then he either stumbles or he falls from it.
Well, he needs to change his
Yeah,
goddamn.
3 more. I'm
We
gonna say
haven't
3 more.
stance.
We haven't had drop foot in a while. Like we need another
Yeah.
drop foot fight now.
You can see
Stanky
him. Like
leg?
he's
I want a Kevin
definitely-
Lee leg in this one.
I feel like the
Yes.
last one I watched was Crute.
Yeah.
His was
Anthony Smith.
His was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the last one I remember
That
though.
would fucking annoy me too because Crew was winning that fight.
Yeah.
He probably would have won, and he still took Anthony Smith down as his ankle was
Yeah.
rolling over itself.
I don't know how Anthony Smith is still number 5.
either because he didn't fight and he talks on the desk.
Yeah.
I think Johnny Walker can beat him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
I think he
it
will
depends
beat
on
him.
what Anthony Smith you get.
It's true.
You
It
get
always- it
the,
always does.
But
Get one that-
we haven't
oh.
seen the good one in a while though.
Does he beat Gus?
Shut your fucking whore mouth. That never happened.
Yeah, it did.
No, it didn't. Shut up.
I think he subbed him.
You're dumb.
Which is weird. I didn't really know. That's kind of Anthony Smith's story. Is like what's he good at?
Well,
He's not bad at anything.
he's
but
pretty
like,
good on the ground. He's a pretty good black belt.
Who did he-
Ooh, taken down.
Like-
Who
Glover
did
fight.
Anthony Smith fight where in the corner he was like, my teeth are falling out?
Glover.
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 He
Yeah,
handed
he
3
was
teeth
essentially
to the
saying-
ref.
He was like saying, essentially, take me out, throw in the goddamn towel.
Yeah, I remember he like
No, he wasn't. He spit him. He spit
No,
him
he-
into
he
his
did it,
hand,
but
and he
that's-
handed
they-
it
he
to the
was
ref,
saying-
and then he kept fighting. They fought for a long
Yeah.
time after that.
I know, but they were saying like That's essentially a fighter. Instead of just spitting it out like normal, like DC was talking about it at one point, saying a fighter spits his teeth out like that wants to fight.
Instead of handing him the rep, to be like,
he
hey,
would
here's
just
what's
be
going
like-
on.
He just kept.
Oh, dropped him. Oh, Ireland's quiet.
Oh, yep.
Oh, he's getting beat on. It's over.
Stopped it.
TKO.
Shit on.
Cigarettes and booze.
Oh yeah, that's a bad idea.
Oh,
though.
he's telling the whole
Look,
crowd
just
to
quiet and
shut up.
Oh, he said, shut the fuck up to the crowd. Oh, this guy better get all the
That's
security.
the wrong country to say.
Yeah,
that
do
in, I
not
think.
do
He's
that
gonna get his ass beat after the
by
fight.
100
you get-
people.
By 100 fucking beers
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the crowd.
They just start throwing shit.
Oh, be quiet, Dublin. Be quiet.
He looked pretty good, man.
Yeah.
He looked real good, but he's
Chop
picking.
that
He's
damn
picking.
leg down.
He's picking a war with an entire country right now.
Yeah.
What dropped him? I missed it.
It was a right.
Yeah, I missed the. It was an elbow.
Oh, it was elbow to the neck.
That was-
Jesus.
A short elbow too.
That was.
Yikes.
Yeah. Again, I mean, like, what do they consider intelligently defending yourself? Is it not covering your head? Like, I don't
Well,
know.
technically, he's covering his head, but he's getting punched in the side of the head. He wasn't like trying to block that.
He's not trying to gain a
Like, look.
better position. He's just sitting there turtling up,
Yeah.
shelled up. He
Hit
needs
my
to be
temple. Hit my temple.
moving his legs, get off the
They just
hips,
punch him in the
and
ear
then right at the
5
last
times in a
second,
row.
he kicks him off. But by that time, he's
or Imanari roll and do a fucking leg.
This stoppage isn't terrible, but there's some that I'm like, it's just like, what else can he do to intelligently defend himself? They always say intelligently defend yourself. It's like covering your head and like,
And your body
Moving
with your
your-
legs and your arms with your head.
but not, no, I'm not just saying like you're just in the fetal position, but like guys will be covering their head and they'll be like trying to kick with their legs and they stop it. And it's
Yeah.
like, what else are they supposed to do?
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know
you
if
mean
they're
when they're on their
looking
back
for-
and they're up kicking while they're covering?
Yeah, and they're like,
yeah, and that for sure. But that guy wasn't moving.
no,
he was
that one,
shelled
this
up.
one's not that bad. But like, there's some that's just like, I don't know what the definition of intelligently defending yourself is.
Right.
I don't know if they're looking for more movement or
I mean,
Or
I think the sport getting so, mainstream, they don't want guys getting completely killed like
Yeah.
Levine reffing type shit. But
He's getting booed.
some of these fucking stoppages are weird, man.
Where's Logan from? State.
It says USA. Hold on.
I want to
I
know.
honestly, I do know a decent amount of these Bellator guys, but I do not know who that is.
He reminds me of Chad Mendez. A little bit bigger.
Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Oh, South Dakota. Shit.
it's dirty.
That was a nice one.
Yeah.
Right in the mouth.
Yeah. I'd say it landed pretty damn clean.
That was a good fight for that guy.
Next, we got Pedro Carvalho. He's been a Bellator guy for a long time. And then Jeremy Kennedy, who was a UFC guy at one point. He's a Canadian dude, but he's like a really good wrestler.
Yeah.
And I remember being kind of surprised when they cut him from the UFC, and he came over to Bellator and been really good. Boring ass style.
Just take him
Who's this?
down and
Does
Jeremy
Jeremy?
Kennedy.
Does he train with Frost Sahabi?
He probably, I think he might be a TriStar guy. He's fighting out of Vegas, actually.
Well, I mean, what about what's that one dude? Olivier? What's
Yeah.
his fucking name?
Olivier
Olivier.
Alban Mercier.
Yeah.
He's same way, kind of.
Same way. Train with GSP.
Kennedy's a extreme
TriStar's
couture,
produces
extreme
great
couture
wrestlers.
guy.
Ah, interesting.
Maybe he might have been a TriStar.
he's just a
before
wrestle and ground and pound guy, but he doesn't really ground and pound or
that. Him?
yeah.
I mean, I haven't studied his tape recently, but the fights I remember, he's kind of a top control,
Oh.
like wrestler type guy. He's good though, 18-3. I mean, he got cut from the UFC. Let's see where he was at. He was fucking 3-1 in the UFC.
Well, he got cut.
I think literally Dana
Aaron
hated
Pico.
his style.
Aaron Pico. Canceled.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. He got wait, go up. So he beat Pico, and then he had the rematch with Pico.
Shoulder injury.
Yeah, so that was the dude that he was the one who dismantled Pico and all that hype, huh? Because everybody's like, oh, this guy's...
Pico, he went on a bad losing streak.
Yeah, he got
before
knocked
that.
out a couple
Before that?
Yeah, I think so. 'Cause that was in 2022.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I think Pico lost like 3 in a row, didn't he?
Yeah.
He, like knocked out and shit.
Yeah. Strictly just a wrestler.
Okay, so this is interesting. He had a no contest against. Oh, that was in PFL against Daniel Pineda, who we know.
I'm pretty sure I don't ever want to fight that guy.
Yeah, he's been in some shit.
Hey, so Jeremy Kennedy got cut off of a loss to Alexander Volkanovski.
Yeah.
Oh,
How about that? Who's that?
Yeah, I don't know.
how'd he lose?
Decision. No, ground and pound, second round. 4:57, 3 seconds left in the second.
Damn.
But you get cut from the UFC after that? I mean, I know he wasn't the champ then, but like
3-1, huh?
Yeah, he was 3-0 in the UFC at that point.
Had to have been his style or something.
Yeah, I bet it was. Dana typically doesn't like those kind of guys.
That's fucked, though.
It's bullshit.
It's absolutely fucked. Could you imagine being that guy? Going 3-0 in the UFC, you lose your first time in UFC, and then you get cut.
Yeah, and now you're like,
And there's
oh,
guys
now
throwing, like,
Volk
Yeah.
almost
3, 4,
became
5.
the double
Cowboy
champ.
can
Yeah.
lose 6 in a row.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Fucking Sam Alvey.
Yeah,
He
Sam
slept
Alvey.
like 7 times in a row.
Oh
like,
my god! But he smiles so
I was about to say
pretty.
that, yeah. He's got a nice smile.
I mean, he does. Kennedy's definitely not as cool as Sam Alvey. I mean, let's be honest, but
It's true. What is all Sam doing? Like, what's his
I'm
next
zoned
fucking move?
into this little promo right now.
It's pretty good, isn't
they're
it?
cutting a
It's making me really sad.
they're cutting a Yaroslav Amasov Ukraine war promo right now.
Yeah, he's talking about what it looked like when the war started.
Yeah, what he did whenever it first started on February 22nd,
Russians were-
2022,
That was like
Shooting
24th.
civilians.
A year ago,
Why?
like 3 days ago.
Hey,
Yeah.
oh,
Down in the
That's crazy.
fucking cellar.
His mom
That's
hid
crazy.
his belt in their home that was fucking blown up.
Down in the cellar underneath the house.
Yeah, and he went and found it.
That's fucking
It's
crazy.
That's American. He's an American top team guy too. It looks like
Wait, Florida? I was just there.
he was sitting in the American top team.
How can you...
You guys remember when I sent you that video of me
Yeah.
walking by ATT? I was so shit-faced in the middle of the day, and I was just walking by it, videotaping.
I wonder
like
how
a-
much of like an advantage veterans or like combat veterans have with staying calm and
I
just
say mental.
Yeah.
just mentally staying cool.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, there's a judge in here.
Well,
This guy has
Brian
gloves.
Stan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, not only is he
Brian Stan should be your favorite fighter.
yes,
Who that is?
Oh, you need, we need to give
we
him a.
got to do an episode where we.
Tim
Oh,
Kennedy.
Brian
I want to do.
Stan.
I want to do.
Is he one of the? Is he like
He's
a
a war
Marine
hero.
vet?
Yeah,
Or
he's a war hero.
He should have, like, what about Tim Kennedy? He
I know
should be
Tim
at the top of
Kennedy,
your list.
yeah.
too.
I know Tim
but
Kennedy.
Brian Stan is like,
Brian's. Yeah,
he's fucking legit. See, Bellator does great shit, man.
they do. But
They
man,
do. But sometimes they fucking drop the
I have
ball.
to say, like,
and
I feel like since COVID, they just have really
COVID
sucked.
set him back. It set him back hard.
for Bellator or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bellator. Not
Which-
now. UFC thrived. They were the
Yeah.
only fucking sport
I
in
mean-
the whole planet doing shit.
Yeah.
I guess you could argue that Bellator is more of like an international. Like they kind of rely more on like traveling.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
That's probably a big part of it.
Yeah.
But that's how the UFC
Where did-
was, and
where
that's
did- Sorry, go ahead.
when they started. That's what they were doing. They were traveling a lot more.
But during COVID, where were they fighting? Fight Island,
yeah,
and then
Yeah,
where else?
Island.
the Apex Center.
Apex.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they won't. Yeah, it's too easy.
It's too easy.
too
it saves
easy.
the money. They don't have to go pay a venue or anything.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It
It's
is
their own
weird
place.
that we were talking about
Dana's
that.
got the commission in his pockets there.
Seth literally said like, I think now they're going to start traveling more because I was saying how like they used to do fight nights in like Utica, New York and shit.
Yep. Boom.
Like 5 days later, Kansas City.
And like 2 days later, Miami.
Miami,
Oh, we haven't been
yeah.
here since
I think-
2019. Miami.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
They're
though.
spreading out. They're coming back out. I love it. I love it when people come out.
The
You know.
Apex is fucking boring, dude.
Hey,
Yeah, it is.
just get sponsored somehow and travel with the UFC. Just be like a UFC roadie.
Okay.
Hey, one of my dream jobs before I met you guys, and I actually was digging really hard on how to become this, was to become a camera guy filming the fights.
That'd be awesome.
I thought about that for like a year and a half straight. I was like, how do you do it? I went to UFCcareers.com and everything. I looked into what you had to do, like where you had to go to somehow get your foot in the door.
Yeah. I would love to be a strength training and conditioning coach for like combat athletes.
Yes.
Whether
Yeah,
it's
it'd be
like
sick.
tactical combat or just like combat.
I
I would
You
like
know
to
what
be
I mean?
I would
That
like to be
fucking sick.
one of their cooks, like a dietitian, like somebody fucking making salmon for
You gotta
Dustin
get
Poirier.
You gotta get a master's degree for that shit.
Oh, I know.
I would
Zach
even
Stowe's going for he's about to graduate his nutrition or dietetics, but you have to have a master's degree and then get qualified with the state, which is your master's degree,
Well,
to
I meant-
do that
yeah.
in the state of Missouri.
Oh, wow.
I meant more of like be the guy who cooks for them, not necessarily the dietitian.
Oh,
Maybe their
yeah.
dietitian tells me this is what they're eating, and I cook it for them.
I would even travel around and just set the whole arena up, like one of those guys.
Yeah.
Like the roadie, essentially.
Yeah.
I'd do that shit. Except for
You
now.
make good money, but man, you were literally a roadie. You are fucking not. You have no life. You were
UFC
doing
has like
that
a full ass warehouse too, like a whole warehouse just for the UFC.
because I looked into that too.
Yeah.
They would have to.
With not for the UFC, but just for concert, like for music. That's where I got accepted in the Blackbird Academy. But I wanted to do the audio engineering and not the live production and be a roadie. But they make a lot more money than the guys who are recording the greatest albums of all times, which is hilarious. The guys who are just going and throwing speakers around and unloading semis are making way more than the guys who are actually,
Well-
the songs you're hearing.
Is it not because that night they get paid and then just here's the money from this night instead of like this record gets huge?
They
you
probably
know,
get royalties
over the
off a certain.
years.
For sure, but even the top music producers in the world, yeah, they're obviously making money, but people still don't know who the fuck they are. Like Jack Joseph Puig, nobody knows who that fucking is. You know what I'm saying? Like people like that. People know who Rick Rubin is, but he's not even fucking a producer. He's just a hippie who sits in the corner and vibes out and he goes, "This is what I think you should do." And he just happens to be really, really good at it.
I only know who he is because of Rogan. And
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot
That's
of
all.
people
That
like
really? Oh wow, oh dude, he's a fucking
that. I
legend.
mean, I'm not like balls deep in it like you are, though.
Right. I get it. But what I'm just making a point. Like those guys that set up the theatrical shit of things for us to visually enjoy are making way more money than the guys who actually are producing the product that we know and love,
Right.
which is strange to
Well,
me.
the producers, they don't get royalties, do they?
They
just
do.
get a flat rate for making this record.
Well, no, I'm not talking about specific like audio engineers. Like they'll like they can get their they have the masters. Yeah, I mean they get fucked. Yeah, they get fucked. The difference between the two is these live guys, they're on the road. They're literally doing manual. They're the blue collar guys.
Yeah.
They're the construction guys. They're the fucking builders, the framers. They're the everything. They're
probably
putting
have to do
literally sweat and injuries into the job when audio engineers are sitting at a desk in their house.
They
and
probably
they're-
have to do so much more troubleshooting. You know what I mean?
Oh,
because
yeah.
like you got to think like if
Well,
you're
It's a time crunch too.
yeah, you're in a time crunch, and if like something goes wrong,
Yeah.
something breaks, something goes bad, you might not have a replacement. You probably do
Here-
at that level.
Yes, 100%. But here's the difference: is they got crews of hundreds of people,
Yeah.
and they're doing one specific job, and they're assigned to one specific job. You have one guy doing all of the drums, all of the samples, all the pads, all the basses, guitars, vocals, everything on his own. So everything is on one guy. When you're doing live production, you're talking about literally 150. Like Chili Peppers, they have an insane crew of people setting up their fucking shows, and they all have one specific task to be done within a 6-hour time frame. And that's how it all gets done. You get there and you're like, how do they do this? You mean they spend all day building all this amazing shit and they're going to tear it down when everyone leaves here tonight, all throughout the night, and then load it on a bus and then do it again in the next city?
That'd be
It's fucking
exhausting.
crazy to think about, man. Speaking of which, my girl right now is watching David Spade live tonight
Oh,
in a resort.
that's awesome.
I like David Spade, but man, I've listened to some of his podcast appearances, and I'm like, that's a weird dude.
Really?
His daughter goes to school in Springfield.
Really?
What?
So Tap House,
Yeah.
right across the street from the back patio of Tap House, there's a Catholic school.
Oh yeah, it's across the street from my gym.
Yeah, right
Yeah.
by Royal Fitness. It's right there.
David Spade's daughter goes there.
She went there.
Oh,
She's older now, but she went there.
Huh.
Why?
Well, he's divorced, and his mom, I think his mother, the mother of the daughter, is
Lives
from
here?
this area.
Huh.
Really?
Yeah. I dated a girl who went to school with her.
That's
Wow.
weird. We got Brad Pitt. We got David Spade's mistress. Like everything.
That's
we got everything
what I
around
mean.
here.
It's weird, huh? John Goodman,
Who else we got?
Kraft macaroni and cheese.
The
Michael Johnson?
Michael Johnson in
Bass Pro?
UFC. What's the guy? Price is Right. Bob Barker.
Bob.
Isn't that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bob Barker.
Is he from?
Yeah, he's from Springfield. He went to Drury.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Bob Barker
Read a
Boulevard.
book.
Read a book, dude.
Oh my God! I read a book every day.
That's it. That's the extent of it. Hungoverhand, right?
What?
They're from here.
That's true.
Oh,
Biggest, drunkest podcast in the world.
They're definitely from
I'm not
here.
drunk.
They're from here too.
Are you drunk?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, ish. You're
Ish?
not?
No, I got to study after this.
Fuck, you better get out of here before you do that. I don't want to ever see that shit.
I love it so much.
Lots of famous people from here.
Jim Morris.
Johnny Morris.
Johnny Morris.
Jim Morris' son. He's from Florida.
Oh, that's the Doors guy.
Yeah.
Not him.
Jim Morris's son.
You know, his dad was the general who is responsible for the Gulf of Tonkin, which started the Vietnam War, by the way.
What?
Jim Morrison's dad, high-ranking general in the Navy.
You know what Dylan would say?
Bullshit.com. Go ahead and look it up. Look it up. His dad is one of the generals responsible for the Gulf of Tonkin, which is why we went to Vietnam War.
See, listeners out there, we're
Look it
not
up.
we're not just an MMA podcast.
Yeah.
You're right.
We're
We're a
historians too.
history, like
Toilet knowledge.
I can't process anything right now. I don't know where the fuck I'm at.
Jim Morrison, dad.
Yeah.
But my brain was like, you're supposed to be looking up Johnny Morris.
No, not Bass
Like the
Pro.
Bass Pro.
Guy.
The guy that has so much fucking money.
George Stephen Morrison.
He's walking out
Yes.
to the game. Jeremy
it's
Kennedy
Steven.
is walking out to the game
The game's walkouts.
by
Yeah.
by fucking Motorhead.
Yeah.
Whatever. I do like that song though. It's a good one. Shout out to wrestling.
And you know what's
Hell
funny
yeah.
about that? Vietnam War, think about it, man. The height of it is in the late 60s, so all these motherfuckers and their choppers flying to Charlie, they're listening to the Doors in their headphones, and their dad and his dad is like part of the
Their
one of the guy-
headphones.
And they're fucking you know,
Their
they're eight
headphones.
tracks.
What you-
They got their Trans Ams up in the choppers,
See, I mean, but like
which is 70s, but
Forrest
whatever.
Gump has me like I think like CCR. Like that's
Oh,
what I
yeah.
think
Yeah,
of,
yeah. Or
but
Buffalo Springfield.
I don't even know what that is.
There's something happening here.
Pretty much just
it
any
is.
song off Forrest Gump.
No, but
It's
it's funny
little-
though, because what? Off of Forrest Gump.
So
Yeah.
So basically,
what are you reading here?
so
I
basically,
don't know. I'm
what
trying
you're
to find the
saying
thing
is
that you were talking about
Jim
Vietnam.
Morrison's dad
Gulf of Tonkin.
started a war to
George.
make his band
Yeah.
really big.
As a PR stunt, you know.
Right,
to-
right.
Yeah. Wow.
Fucking genius.
Yeah.
I think
He started a
should we
war.
start a war?
Start a war as a PR
Another
stunt.
one?
I thought
We
of
just
this.
won
We're
our
not in-
last one.
We're not in one like now though. The U.S. isn't really.
No, like I'm talking about
It's
us.
always in
Like,
something.
Yeah.
let's start a war through these
We could start a
microphones.
bigger war than the one that.
I saw a
Let's find
statistic.
another MMA podcast and
that-
start a war with them and talk shit,
Okay.
and then be like, "Time and a place, motherfucker," and then we'll film us kicking their ass.
And I'll just hold a grenade in my hand. And just
Chad had a grenade.
Chad killed the guy.
Chad killed
Right,
the guy
lay
with
low.
a trident.
You should probably lay low for a while.
oh shit. He looks a little
Where'd you
scared.
get those mics? The toilet store. All right.
That was
Jeremy
QJ
Kennedy.
material.
Jeremy Kennedy looked like he was either on meth or he's a little scared.
Read
The,
it. Read it.
Jim Morrison's dad fact does check out.
What's
Jim
his name?
Morrison's George Stephen
George.
or
I was
Stephen.
close.
I don't know how he pronounces it.
think
Jim
it's
Morrison.
Stephen.
Jim Morrison's dad played a role in the Gulf of Tonkin incident.
Huh.
I'm not going to
Thanks,
read any more about that
Jim's
because reading
dad.
hurts my head.
Yeah. Fuck the Doors now.
Fuck you. Absolutely
Dad
don't fuck the
started a
Doors.
war.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's not,
everybody
it's
loves
not
the
the Doors'
Doors.
fault. Shut up, Chad.
Maybe
Carvalho.
call them the Doors
This
because
Carvalho guy.
his dad opened the door to success for them.
Dude. Yeah.
The door.
Yeah. The Vietnam
door.
door.
Yeah, the doors,
door.
the doors to heroin production. Here we go.
Oh, we got a guillotine. Jeremy Kennedy.
Mighty
Getting-
Mouse?
Getting guillotined.
Yeah, he's just holding him up, and we're gonna. Oh,
Whatever. That
probably felt good on his
shit
spine.
never
Right the
works.
hands.
Shit never works.
He's
I mean,
cranking.
this is the first round, so they're not like
Oh.
super sweaty. It might.
Oh,
it
it's
might-
in there.
It is.
It's squeezing his shit.
I think he'll get out, but that isn't. Yeah.
I don't know if that works this day and age. Then those guys
Oh, he got out.
They need more
I mean,
practice.
if you're Pedro Carvalho, like, you spend at least some time in your camps saying, okay, this guy's going to shoot first round, and we're going to try to sub him with a guillotine immediately.
A guillotine should not work on any top 5 fighter in any organization, and that's why I don't know why Dustin kept going for that shit over and over and over.
He did it against Hooker a lot. I mean, it's weird.
The tally marks on Kennedy's ribcage, are those his wins in MMA?
I don't know for a fact, but probably, what is that, 18?
Yeah.
Probably a Russian shot.
I
think he was 18-5 or something like that.
Is.
That's pretty cool, though.
He, according to Tapology, is 17-3, but with Tapology, they said Janay Harding was 6-7 or 6-6. Bellator said she was 6-7.
Yeah, they're no sure dog.
Sure dog worse.
I know. It sucks.
This is pretty cool tat, though, like idea.
Yeah. It's cool if you're,
what if
18-3, but if you're like 18-18, like,
what if you come up with that idea, like when you first start your MMA career and you turn out not good?
You have one.
Yeah, just one tally mark.
You're like, what's that?
Oh, that's I was an MMA fighter.
That's like
how
after
many fights I won.
Yeah,
like,
I would lie
to
like how many
like,
championships I won or something.
It's like getting your first blue belt tournament, and then you get a tattoo of a black belt around your waist. Yeah. Like, well, I'm gonna get there.
It's so crazy, like, when you go through, like, just people's records and you just click on some guy and they're like 25 and 26, and it's like, why?
What are you
keep
doing?
that?
Yeah.
I mean,
It has to be the.
Probably no.
do you need $1,000 every month? Like,
it literally has to be like Falk said. It's
what they've been
it
doing
was a
their
dream
entire
they
life.
wanted to do. It's the only thing they know. They're just not very good at it.
Well, you got to think of how many other people do that. Like, they don't even necessarily go amateur, but they just stick it out.
Yeah.
Like local stuff.
Yeah.
Not saying that they don't have anything else going on, but it's just it's what they've been passionate about for so long.
It could be their hobby, you know, like their thing
That's
they
what they're
like
passionate
to do.
about.
I mean, the gnarliest ones are the guys like the guy that Clem fought like 3 times, who was
Mode.
Yeah, Mode was like 27-30 as an amateur or some shit, wasn't he? He had like some crazy record.
An insane, yeah, a real salty, like the saltiest of records.
As an amateur.
Yeah.
Not even a pro.
Yeah.
So like that's clearly just like.
He's just a local dude.
I'm not going. He knew he's not going anywhere with it.
Yeah.
But he just wanted to keep fucking doing it. It's
got kids
crazy.
and stuff.
Yeah, it has to be just you like doing it.
But as an amateur, you're not getting paid.
Well, he's getting something.
Oh, wait, what? Pro? Amateur 33-29.
So crazy.
That's wild, bro.
Never fought as a pro, I don't think.
Show Clem's fight on there? His last.
Clem beat him the first time, lost the second time, beat him the third time? Was that
when
what
was
it
that?
was?
Like
2018?
Well, down here.
There's Clem right there.
So, yeah.
He was 17-11 when he fought Clem. Clem was 3-1, and he lost. Clem lost.
Yeah, decision. I was at that fight.
He fought a guy named Dylan Mode.
Oh, yeah.
His son.
Yep. No.
Dude, they got to be related, though.
I don't know.
Fucking...
No, they're not. I asked Clem. They're not.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just weird.
That's super weird. So did Clem lose the last time they fought? Clem lost twice to him?
Oh, look. Austin Clem. He lost to a decision. Yeah,
Well,
Clem lost twice to him.
Won the first one and then lost 2 in a row to him.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, one thing Richard Mode never did was beat Aaron Chalmers. So
Yeah. In Dublin.
yeah. Still though, 33-29 is an amateur, man. Just go pro and make $200 at least, right? I mean, if you're gonna have a shitty record,
Yeah.
you might as well.
Why not?
And
go
he was
pro?
making money.
Get paid for it.
He was making money.
With sponsorships and stuff?
He's not fighting for free. He wasn't doing all those fights for free.
No, okay, but you get to keep the sponsorships and then make something
Yeah.
as a pro. And I mean, if you fought, what, 50-something times? 52
60.
times? Or, 62 times. Like,
Yeah.
you're experienced enough to maybe beat some local pros. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, 1,000,000%.
beat Clem twice.
Very, very early, Clem.
I know, but still, like,
Clem would smash him
I
now.
don't understand the logic there with staying amateur. Anyways, Jeremy Kennedy, not the most exciting guy in the world. Just held him down that whole round, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry,
He
Steph.
was advancing, like trying to do some ground and pound, but he wasn't doing a ton of damage.
And he's Canadian, dude. That's fucking weird, man. You don't see Canadian just wrestlers like this.
George St. Pierre.
Kind of. He
was
knocked people
good.
out on the feet,
He was
dude.
good though.
I-
He was really good.
Yeah, he's all right.
Yeah, I think
George, what?
George L. Pierre.
Yeah.
George L. Pierre. I think he was Hispanic, but from Canada.
That's right.
Rush.
Nice takedown. Very good.
Oh, got his back.
Join the conversation.
Got plenty of time to
Bellator.
Got
You should start tweeting, dude.
Oh, body
you should start
lock.
sending out tweets.
He's got a body triangle.
Are they showing it on the screen like the UFC does?
I think some of them,
Big trouble.
but they say it like right above the clock and the round thing on the TV.
They showed Johnny Walker. I don't think we're
if he can,
quite that level.
I don't know.
if he can turn him around and put him on his belly, I mean, he'd be in a world of pain.
Yeah, he's got plenty of time to work.
That hurts a lot when you got somebody in a body triangle. Yep, there he goes. He's trying to do it. Oh,
Oh, no, he's fighting it. I wonder if that tattoo on
31.
Carvalho's shin hurt.
Shin
Even on the
tats
top of
feel
his
spicy.
foot.
Shins aren't. My shin wasn't that bad.
Mine was spicy.
Really?
Yeah.
The muscle was way worse.
That was
for me.
also spicy.
I mean, the legs hurt in general.
For anyone watching this, I'm actually covered in tattoos.
Balls.
Yeah, 2.
He's Yakuza style.
5.
You have 5 tattoos?
Yeah.
Or shit.
I got 5.
He's got the skeleton. He's got the one on his leg. He's got the geography.
Skelly, that one, and then the 2 on my calf or my lower leg. I'm tatted as fuck.
You're like 5
Speaking
away
of
from a
tats, you get
bodysuit.
one that looks like mine like shit.
I
Do what?
When did you get that?
When I went to Eureka, 2 weeks ago? Or
I was
going
gonna say I noticed that earlier. I was like, when did he get that?
It looks like shit.
What happened?
Don't get a tattoo in Eureka
Did
Springs.
it blow out or something? Running?
That's with treatment, ointment,
It
everything.
looks great.
Just
It's fucking awful.
It looks
It looks like
great.
I did that with a sharp.
You could get that easily fixed.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm not worried about it, but it still pisses me off. I paid fucking money
Yeah,
to do that.
Yeah.
that should be a really
I
easy
knew
tattoo to do.
when we went in there and she had her 8-month-old son in a fucking walker walking around the whole studio.
Oh, with like one of those circle things.
Right in the middle of the tattoo,
There's like
she's
a bunch
like,
of-
James, stop.
Cute kid. The lady, the tattoo artist, she was cool as shit.
I almost
And
got a tattoo.
she was showing me some of the work she's done on other clients.
Yeah.
And I was like, that looks badass. Surely you can't fuck up, initials and a date.
it's a tough one to pull off.
Yeah. Well, apparently at 8 o'clock at night, you fuck it up.
At least it's not permanent.
Hey, you got
I
anything?
can wash it off, but
You got anything to stick and poke? We could just
Yeah,
stick and
just-
poke it.
It's not
I
that
got
bad,
some
though, dude.
forks.
Just
it
file
looks
down
like it's
some
a
forks.
fucking
It looks
20-year-old
older.
tattoo.
Yeah, you can get it touched up.
Well, another thing is like Devin got one on his wrist, and his didn't. It kind of like ran a little bit. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe the wrist is like
Thin.
It's
I
not a
think
lot
it's
of-
thinner skin.
Well, the
It's
thing
real
is,
thin.
this hurt worse than all my other tattoos.
Really?
Yeah, because I asked her, I was like, what do you think is the worst spot to get tattooed? And she goes, it depends on the person.
Huh.
It's true.
And I was like, I have one on my back. Didn't hurt until it got to my spine. It hurt there.
Spine's tough, huh?
And then I on my shoulder, no problem until you got towards like the back of my arm. That's when it started hurting. Like I was like, oh, that's a little tender.
Yeah.
She started doing this, and I was like,
Yeah.
What the shit? I was like just sitting there, like kind of tapping my foot, just like,
Yep.
all right, I don't like this. Hurry the fuck up. Then that sucks.
It's probably a rusty needle or something.
Hurry the fuck up.
I would hope so.
Make sure not to punch it in so it fades.
Yeah, what the hell? I mean, it looks like a fucking 10-year-old,
No, I mean,
20-year-old tattoo.
The difference between out here and in here, it's like a whole world of difference.
Night and
Yeah.
day.
Like yeah.
Your fucking veins are just right there, huh?
Well, that's just
That, and I honestly, I think
Got more
like
meat up
sun.
top.
Like I think you get a lot of sun out here.
Yeah.
Thicker
Makes you-
skin.
yeah.
It's tougher.
this is
thin, little.
Yeah.
You know, not mine, but your guys'.
shut the fuck up. When did you get that tattoo? This one, like 30 years ago. Whenever you were 20.
12 years ago, I got two of my 3 tattoos. 12 years
Yeah,
ago.
the one on my back, so my first tattoo was 19 years old.
I
I'm
was-
31 now.
It was the week I turned 18, and I'm 30.
Stupid is, stupid
does
does.
is what Big John just said.
Good God. Big R John.
Mom always said, "Stupid is as stupid does."
I may not be a smart man, but I know what love is.
I do know what love is.
He shouldn't hit you, Janay.
I must have drank me about 15 Dr. Peppers.
I've got to pay.
How does it feel to be an All-American? I gotta pay.
Boy said he got to pee.
Lieutenant Dan, she tasted like cigarettes.
Tasted like cigarettes. Don't you ever call him stupid.
He like throws her off of his
He falls out of the wheelchair. Like, ah! Like these fucking New York girls. Whores.
Hey,
Whores.
Watch your mouth. They're nice young ladies.
Shout out to the nice young lady horse.
They smell like cigarettes. Did you guys see the thing to where the guy pinpointed where Tom Brady was standing on the beach where he made his retirement in Florida?
And sold
and
a cup of
a
sand.
jar, a mason jar of sand for like $10,000.
He went there, pinned it
It's
like
like 2 weeks later.
literally
With
from
a
a picture.
and he was like, "Okay, this is where he had to have been standing right here," and he jarred the sand and sold it for 10.
They're just
10
smart.
Stupidest shit I've ever heard.
All
They're
that
just
effort.
smart though.
You
I
think
don't know
he,
what's stupider, that or fucking chicks on reality shows selling their farts.
And
in
you,
jars.
no, dude.
But like,
I'll
here's the
take the
thing:
farts.
if you could just sell, like, you do your normal daily shit, and then you just go home, fart in a couple jars, and make $30,000, I would do it.
100%. I do a lot more than fart in that jar.
or the
Like a
chicks
jizz
that
jar.
sell. There's
I'd
chicks.
fucking clip my toenails in that
There
son
was
of
that
a
one
bitch.
chick that sold sells her bathwater.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of chicks.
That's
That's so gross.
be-
All that butthole soup.
yeah.
I don't want your fucking pubes in my fucking jar.
Yeah, get your pubes out of my bathwater jar.
Okay, hey,
So fucking crazy, dude. Humans are so stupid.
UFC update here. Joe Selecki subbed Carl Deaton. You picked Carl Deaton.
Sick. Wait, he
But
lost?
was cheap. He was like second cheapest guy.
Oh, yeah, that's
Okay,
not big.
here's a big one. Odie Osborne, who I might have switched him out. I originally had him. He won. He won a decision against Charles Johnson.
Really?
Yeah, that was like kind of a big price difference in DraftKings. So that's where we're at now. But I hope I left Odie Osborne in my lineup.
He didn't.
I have 2.8 points.
Did your Carl Deaton guy?
Dylan has 221,
Dylan had Selecki. I know that.
and I have 4 fights left.
Every time I see a snap, you're in like a different city with Liz. Vacationing.
Yeah.
We went to Eureka
life.
Springs for our anniversary
What's so cool
in
about Eureka?
January.
Everyone fucking goes there. I don't know.
It's a unique little town. It's
It's
an hour and a half
interesting.
away.
It's
Fucking
interesting.
Arkansas.
It makes chicks horny, is what it is. It does.
Yeah, when I went, we went to
Yeah, maybe your cousin. If you
we were
take
just
her there.
walking-
Arkansas.
when I went, Cody and I were walking downtown. We're just going to like antique shops, and she gets like super embarrassed like easily.
Oh,
So there's a sex shop that was there,
Oh, I've been there.
and we were walking. I was like, "Hey, let's jump in." She's like, "No," and I was like, well, "I'm going in, and you're not going to stop me from buying everything." And she goes, Oh shit! So
Poke
she
your head
walks
out the
in
door.
because she knew.
Babe, they got the Chinese swings in here.
The jackrabbit, babe. The jackrabbit's over
we
there.
walk in and it's actually busy, like tons of people in there. And
There's people holding up
this
signs with their name on it.
couple, all right, that is probably in their 70s, late 60s, and they're at the counter testing out lubes.
What do you mean testing out?
Like squeezing it on their hand and like going like this.
They taste it?
Literally, like,
Strawberry lube?
oh, okay, yeah, I could deal with that. She's like this old lady and this old man who looks like he's about to die. He's just like mouth open,
Why
you
don't
know,
just use
glasses
that,
hanging off his
use
nose.
that mouth jewel for lube?
And this old lady, like short haired, like, you know, probably was a fox back in her day, you know, but she still thinks she is, you know, the spring chicken. She's not. She's an old bird.
So
But
is Arkansas, though.
they were buying shit. They had a fucking, like, one of those little baskets you get at, like, Dollar General or something, full of shit. And they were testing out the lubes on what they wanted. They had toys, all sorts of shit, dude.
I
Fucking
respect
little,
it.
like,
I
they had a
celebrate
whip.
the shit out
They
of
had
that.
a little whip hanging out of it. And I was like,
I respect it.
Oh.
I'll probably respect it more when I'm older, maybe. But like, if you're that old and you're a dude, your shit's not.
you
doing the
have to have
same
all the
thing.
help. You have to all the dick pills.
Cialis,
Speak for yourself.
Viagra, TRT, and there's probably
But
tons
if you're
more
that
treatments.
old, like, do you even care anymore? to do
Oh, I
that?
will.
Maybe.
I will.
Hey,
I will never stop fucking. That is all
Say
there
that,
is
but,
to it.
I mean,
I'll give you a call. I'll let you know.
75 years
Yeah,
old.
let me know.
Hey, John, guess what I'm doing?
I got an erection, and he just collapses.
Every time he just passes out.
But she was just like literally smelling it, tasting it, literally just thinking, and I just thought, you know what? Good for fucking you two, because holy shit. I don't know what I'm going to look like at 70 years old, but I bet you it's not going to be pretty. I don't know if I want to picture myself having sex at
Have
70
faith.
years old.
I'm going to be going to fucking Pleasureville.
I'm going to be deadlifting 600 pounds whenever I'm 70.
Nope.
70-year-old Falk, you better be fucking doing it. I'm going to watch this in 20
Maybe
years,
you're
and
watching
I'm
this.
going to be in a wheelchair.
Or you're going to
Hit us up
attempt
in
it
20
and
years
your
and
arms
age or podcast on
Gonna
Instagram.
have the shaky jaw.
You're gonna attempt the deadlift, and your arms are just gonna rip off your body and stay on the bar.
They're just going to pop off, and I'll be like,
But that fucking sex store, dude, it was popping. Eureka Springs.
I mean, I ain't mad at sex shops.
No, some of it's kind of crazy, and some of it you're like, what
repent.
the fuck? I saw a butt plug in there
Oh, yeah.
that was the size of a Nerf football,
Oh, sure. Oh, sure.
whistled and everything. I was like, what the fuck? What the hell are you gonna do with that? Holy
That visual was fantastic.
yeah, exactly, and then right in someone's ass.
Right in there.
Oh, God.
Inhales
I
it.
couldn't believe some of the shit they had on there. They had a fucking dildo that was like shaped like a dildo, and at the end it had a tongue that moved like this.
Yeah, yep. I've seen
like
that.
a fucking dog tongue that just went like
they
this.
have little ones with suckers on them, the clit suckers, and it goes
Oh my god!
like this. I swear,
I
dude.
couldn't believe it. I was like, "What the fuck
What
you
do you think
gonna
about
do
the
with
fights?
this?"
That one was kind of boring. But
Yeah.
they're talking to Johnny Evelyn right now.
I hate you
World
guys.
champ,
We're talking about the
Mizzou-
fight of love.
Mizzou wrestler.
God, I hope no one important that's going to hire me someday watches this. But at the
I
same
bet
time,
you
maybe
get
they
a
do.
comment on it. Be like, "Yeah, I've used it.
Burns.
It's fucking fantastic."
How
Berms
do they
and tanks.
how do they interview Johnny Evelyn and switch to this? He's still talking.
They're
talking about
asking
Ukraine.
about this.
Yeah.
Oh, are they
training.
partners?
Yeah, ATT.
Or
They're-
yeah,
yeah,
training
they're
partners.
dating. They're
Oh, he's
dating.
crying
crying.
about him. He's
Oh,
emotional
Lord.
about it. Amasov. He's still bruised up from his last fight. Or is that a shadow over his eye?
I don't know.
Surely he's not bruised up still. It was like a month ago, wasn't it?
When we watched it here, was it a
It
month
does,
ago?
it does look like you got a little bit of something.
I mean, he's been training since, I'm sure.
I like those shin guards, those brown ones. Aberdeen. Go get your shit.
Johnny Eblin, he's like 13 or 14-0.
Yeah.
And Amasov's 26-0. I mean, that's a pretty solid training partner, I think.
It's pretty cool.
I'm
Showing
gonna
love
push
for his
some
teammate
pee
like
out of
that.
my cock.
Thank
Dude, I
you.
peed like 100
Thank you for that.
fucking times today.
Oh
man.
yeah. Something in the beer.
You guys,
It's this.
you guys diabetic or something?
It's this Mexican shit, Chad. You know all about
Was that
it.
a Jalisco?
Yeah, Australia.
Australia? Those are pretty good.
Man, we got a whole nother episode after this, and I'm already getting there.
That's good.
You know what I mean?
I can't wait to watch the episode after this, and you guys are just fucking.
We got a special guest that if you don't know us personally and you're just watching us, you haven't met yet, but we'll fill you in on that on episode 16. So
Oh yeah.
Stay tuned.
check that one out.
It's gonna be a good one. Tune in. Like and subscribe.
Big UFC card in the fucking
Screeblade.
Apex. It's a huge event. It's at the Apex. Like it just doesn't even
Yeah.
fucking sound right. Fuck that.
I get it why they probably do it is to save money. They're being greedy with it, but
They save money, but they lose the gate. Like
True.
You gotta think the gate's like
A lot.
because like Dana will come out after the pay-per-views and be like, he's got to do is like a little announce like the gate. I don't even know why they do that.
we
But he's
sold
like,
out. You know,
we sold out.
75,000 tickets.
and the gate was $2.3 million. It's like, first of all, why do they even have to say that?
Yeah.
Second of all, that's like insane.
Yeah.
They're not saving $2 million.
They've got to state it for
And
the
you're
IRS
only paying your fighters
purposes.
12 and 12.
Yeah, right, yeah.
$50,000 fight bonus.
The fact that Dana can just decide, like there was one, it was, I think it might have been Ciaran and Derek Lewis, that card at the press conference, he was like, yeah, we're giving the bonuses to so-and-so, so-and-so, and so-and-so, $50,000. And then they were like, the first question, John Morgan, the guy that always asks the first question was like, I think everyone's kind of surprised that Ciaran didn't get $50,000, bonus because he knocked out Derek Lewis or TKO'd him or whatever. And Dana's like, yeah, you're right. Hey, and he like told whoever in the background, he's like, make sure Ciaran gets $50,000 too. And it's
Just
like,
at the drop
Do you
of a
think he
hat.
actually got the 50 grand, or is he just
I
like, no, I said no. Nobody's got 100,000 corn
yeah,
dogs.
yeah.
He's got like a little signal, like if he points
Corn
with his,
dogs, Jackie, for all
I mean,
these
but
people.
the thing is, whether he actually did or didn't, like they can do that. They can
Oh,
just
yeah.
drop of a hat, 50 grand, like
Oh yeah, what Dana says is law in that whole
That's good being
organization.
king.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't want to get into the age-old fucking topic that everyone talks about fighter pay, but it's the UFC knows what they're doing,
oh yeah. I mean, they're making the most money.
and they're
But it's-
keeping most of it.
Yeah, they're keeping it.
to themselves.
Yeah. I get a lot of money goes into promotion and shit like
investing
that.
on the brand.
Yeah, but when you're having it at your own,
And ESPN, I mean, the ESPN deals, I don't know the numbers, but it's absurd. Like, they're like, ESPN's basically like, you give us this many cards a year. It doesn't matter who the fuck's on it.
Yeah.
Main event can be fucking Derek Lewis off of 4 losses, like it always is.
yeah,
It doesn't matter. Just give us this many cards, and we're going to give you.
yeah,
$1
just meet your
billion
quota on fights. We'll be all right. You get your $1 billion, and Dana, you ride off into the sunset. Do fuck it Fridays and eat Italian fucking fried rice.
Wait, what?
I watched a couple of those. He's like,
What is fuck it Friday?
You finally figured out what it
he's
was?
so bad at it, though. He's like, that's good.
Yeah,
That's it. It's
he
like,
just
What
did
is this?
one. He
Fuck It
it's called
Friday.
Fuck It Friday. He tries a new food that a
Weird
chef made at
dishes.
the Apex
it's
Center.
the PI. The PI
Yeah.
makes him something, and he eats it. He's like, that's really good.
Yeah,
That's it?
End of video.
Yeah, like he made a corn dog
The
pickle
pickle dog.
So it was a pickle on a stick that they did in batter and then panko, fried it, and then ate it.
And they said, wow, that's really good.
He
Yeah, he's
loved
like,
it.
That's like
you
the
know, this
ringer.
could be on the menu.
That's
yeah.
like the ringer. Name any movie. Jaws. That's a good
That's a
movie.
good movie.
Yeah, it's like if you're gonna copy Portnoy with the pizza review, do what Portnoy does and actually like go into detail as to why
Yeah.
you think of this about this.
So I
food.
got, the flop is not as good as I thought it would be.
That's what she
One bite,
said.
everybody knows the rules, and he proceeds to eat the entire slice, and then
I think it's why he always just gets strictly cheese. And
Yeah, he likes cheese
Yeah.
pizza.
I
That's a
respect, I
boring ass
respect it.
pizza.
I respect
I like
it though.
cheese.
Keep it
I don't
simple.
like cheese.
Keep
It's
it
a
simple.
It's a good way to
stupid.
specify
If you don't-
exactly who's got the superior
Right.
pizza.
If you, that's true.
You can't go in there and order like
A supreme pizza,
No,
and
some
then one of
different-
I'm
sardines.
talking about a pepperoni pizza.
Well, you could go to
It's a
Hawaii
lot
and
of
get a
heartburn.
pineapple pizza, and it's the greatest pineapple on earth that you can't get anywhere else. No matter what, that
There-
pizza is going to have a bias of being the best pizza.
Right.
There
Only
is a
pineapple
pizza.
I'll eat is
no
from Papa Murphy's.
Pineapple?
on every pizza. Yeah,
Nah.
Pineapple.
send it.
Never.
Oh yes,
Love it.
100%.
Pepperoni jalapenos are
Love it.
bust.
Pepperoni,
Pepperoni,
and
jalapeno,
good.
and
Bathed.
pineapple.
I'll eat that.
Bathed
Yes.
in ranch.
I'll eat that too,
Bathed
but I
in-
love pineapple on pizza.
I love
that shit.
Nah.
I love pepperoni, jalapeno, and pineapple all on the same pizza. It's so good.
Pepperoni.
I'll
I'll
eat
usually just get a pepperoni because most people don't like the jalapenos. But I'm with Seth. Pepperoni and jalapeno.
Oh, I fuck with it.
That's all I need. And if there's one pizza
Uh,
that I could eat for the rest of my life, it'd be specifically that. That's it.
McSalty's off Sunshine,
They're not there
where,
anymore.
huh? Well, it used to be there. They had a pizza called the Honey Badger,
Wait,
where
you
it
mean on
was
Battlefield? McSalty's?
yeah, Battlefield. My bad.
They're
yeah.
not there anymore.
No, they used
No,
to
it
be
used
on
to be on
Sunshine.
Sunshine.
That were
No,
the
they're on
Caesars Old
Battlefield now.
Mexico
No,
is
the
now.
the OG is on Battlefield by the mall. That's where they still hold
They
like
have-
live shows and shit.
They have a pizza, or they had a pizza called the Honey Badger, where it was pepperoni, jalapeno, and then they had honey in the marinara sauce, and
That's
it
too much
was
for me. That's
it
too
was
much for me.
amazing.
I don't see. I'm a
It's
savory
still-
guy.
it's still
That's-
pretty simple,
I
though.
like that, but I'm not a sweet guy. I'm
Yeah,
a
I'm
savory
definitely a
guy.
savory guy.
I want savory. I want salty and meaty and fucking.
Well, I don't want like a. I
Yeah.
don't want like a fucking sugar pizza.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
like,
but even
honey in the-
but
honey
even-
in the-
diabetes
honey
on my
in
but
the
pizza.
even the
sauce.
Twist on
pineapple, even
it.
the pineapple alone is I'm just very savory. I'm very little sweet. So even the pineapple alone can make it be like, I don't want a dessert on my fucking meal, at all.
Yeah.
I just love pizza.
Is that Devin?
No, I had pizza
Yeah.
today. I ate neighborhood
I just-
pizza today for lunch.
I could eat pizza for any meal. I just don't because it makes me feel terrible.
Oh yeah, fuck.
All right, we got main event walking out right now. Logan Storley, Yaroslav Amasov. It's buffering all of a sudden.
Gonna be a banger.
sudden?
Um, This is a rematch, by the way.
Saying it would, fucker.
Lobe me.
I think Storley's like a fucking.
Remember when we were up till 4 a.m. playing Call of Duty last night?
Yeah, I regretted that decision
Me
this
too,
morning.
dude. I got 4 hours of sleep. I'm like, fuck. I woke up feeling like dog fuck. I immediately thought of you.
Cody woke me up by just putting Miles on the bed, and he wakes up and he's like, "Dad!" and just slapping my face. And I was just like, "Oh, hey, buddy.
Why are we fucking buffering now?
Hey, I could shot put you off this bed right now."
We were clapping, though.
We got shit on the last 5 games.
Well, that was cheaters.
You ever heard from that pussy boy Roybal yet?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, still haven't heard
And,
from him.
dude, we spanked his ass.
Dude, he's Ukrained out right now.
I know. I'm not
he's
mad at that
from
shirt.
Ukraine.
I'm mad at that,
Oh, is that
though.
why?
Okay, so is Amazov gonna win?
Yeah, they already fought, and he
Oh,
won.
I didn't know they already fought.
Yeah, that's a rematch. He won the first one.
Did he starch him?
That's what I'm going to look up. But
Somebody starched his shoulder with that tattoo.
There's an old lady. That's probably his mom.
That's all right.
Shout out to Mama Amazov because you hit his belt in your blown up house.
she's
in the
out.
cellar.
Ukraine.
In the cellar, buried in the dirt.
Yeah,
In a
he
garbage
went and
bag.
found it. He was like, "We lost my belt," and she said, "No, I hid it in the house." And it was he went there and it was
No,
blown
she
up
hid
and
it.
found his
She
belt.
hid it in the earth below the house.
Yeah, underneath. Mama Amazov's a G.
Real one.
She watches the podcast.
Yeah. Shout out.
Shout out.
What if he gets starched here?
I hope not.
Hilarious,
Dude,
honestly.
he's fucking 20,
All the promos they've been doing.
I know he's
he goes out and gets
26 and
cool.
old,
he's
but
26 and 0, and he's fighting a college wrestler. Like,
what if the college wrestler comes out?
Dude,
and
The
he's-
throws-
wrestle fucks him.
He is 3 away from Khabib,
yeah.
and nobody fucking talks
yeah,
about
like,
him.
it's like nobody's ever heard of this guy.
Isn't that hilarious?
What are their compared to records? Obviously, because he's not in the UFC, it's different. But
Well, of course it's different, but
Who
the
has
Dude,
he
the last
fought?
one was a
Khabib is
split
29 and
decision.
0.
Oh,
Their
was it?
first fight was a split decision.
oh shit! So the Storley kid's no joke. Obviously, I mean he's fighting for a title, but
Look at that reach. It's quite a bit of reach for the exact, not the exact same size person, but
That's what, 3.5 inches. 4.5
Amazov's a year
inches?
younger with
Yeah.
2 inches taller.
I wanted to see. I mean, I'm assuming I'm not an expert on either of these guys really, but I'm assuming they're both. Obviously, one's a college wrestler, one is a Ukrainian. So I'm assuming he's a wrestler. Do they stand? I mean,
Strictly?
I don't know what they did
Maybe.
last fight. I know you said it was a split decision. Let's see. His one before that, his last win was against Douglas Lima,
yeah.
and it was a decision.
Unanimous. I bet he just wrestled.
I'll bet
He
you. I'll
didn't-
bet you they stand for the first round.
He didn't beat Douglas Lima by decision on the feet.
His last
way.
wins, he hasn't had
I
he had
love
one
Douglas Lima.
stoppage, and it was
Yeah.
a doctor stoppage.
Douglas Lima's belonged in the UFC for a
Yeah.
long time.
Lima.
I'm trying to think.
Douglas Lima.
Look at decision.
What'd you say?
Decision.
Douglas Lima should have been in the UFC a
Yeah.
long time ago.
He's just been in Bellator, right?
Yeah,
Holy
but he's been-
fucking shit.
Owning Bellator like the entire time he's been there. What do
He
you,
was like
what do you
one
think
of
the
the
Ukrainian
only
M4s
fighters,
like,
like,
the end the standards
from
are?
the
Because ours are
Ukraine,
M4s,
like-
right?
In Bellator,
I'm not
UFC,
sure
or
on
boxing,
Ukraine.
that actually
It's
was
probably
in the
it's
fray.
probably an AK variant. It's probably like a
Probably.
more modern AK-47 variant.
AK-47U,
I'm not sure. There, I don't know. AK whatever the fuck.
AK-74.
Or it's like that same. Or it's like that same style of.
Yeah, it probably is a variant of AK.
Yeah.
huh?
Just
That-
because it's very
that is a
very
Russian,
common in.
You know, that's actually a German gun, and then Russia took the.
Well, they based it off
the
the,
blueprints.
STG 44 from.
Well, and was it World War One or
World
World
War
War World War Two?
that's
They-
whenever assault
yeah,
rifles really.
They Russia stole it from Germany. The blueprints.
Yeah. Good old
All the
Showtime.
best guns are German. You think?
What?
Think that all the best guns, pound for pound, are German?
They make a lot of good guns. Like
The
I think
best engineers in the world.
H&K, they're German, and a lot of. I mean, shit. I had a HK M23 whenever I was in the Marines, and that was a sick fucking rifle.
It's the first time we've talked about guns in this podcast. I'm not
Oh,
mad at it
Is
at
it
all.
H&K like an RPK?
It's just a brand. It's like Colt.
Oh,
it's just
okay.
it's
Yeah,
just the
yeah.
brand. It's not
It's
like
not
the actual.
Yeah, it's on the model of gun.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Rocket propelled
It's like
clips.
their names. No, it's their names. It's like
Okay. Like
Yeah,
people
something
call
like
it
that.
an AR, like Armalite rifle, or shit like that.
AR means assault rifle.
Oh.
15.
15 people dead
There's
per
it's
clip.
the 15th one that they've made.
Okay, and welcome back.
Do you guys know what WD-40 stands for?
WD-40.
Yeah, WD-40, like the lubricant.
What's
the
it stand for?
Water dispersion. And 40 is
It's
the
because
40th,
of 40th,
test.
40th
Wow.
test. Yeah.
Because
he cracked him
WD-40
to the
isn't
left.
water because you put it on metal and that would make it rust.
It's
See, that cut
water
him.
dispersion.
That
It
cut him.
disperses all water.
Shut up. There's a fight
Idiot. Fuckhead.
on. Shut up.
Yeah.
Chicken leg.
That cut hit, or that cut him on the eye.
Go,
Yeah,
dude.
left hook cut him.
A 2-year
Not mad at
layoff,
them
and
green
he looks
shorts.
fucking crisp.
I've worn those gloves before. They feel pretty good, man. Not mad at the Bellator gloves.
They look
They look like
bigger.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
They
Like
no, they
thicker.
are. They're a little more padding than the UFC gloves.
Do they weigh more?
No.
They're
No,
4
really?
ounces.
Yep.
They're just kind of puffier.
Yeah, they're a little puffier, a little more cush,
Oh,
a little less firm.
Amazov looks sharp with the hands.
yeah.
His
That's what they're
feints
saying. The
look
crazy
crisp.
layoff
Just as
for him to come out like that.
See that's hard to take that much time off.
Look how jacked his back is.
You'll never
like
meet
mine.
a weak man with a strong back. Eddie Cohen. Goat of powerlifting.
I do like
What
that
you
saying
just
a lot, actually.
Mark Holman.
'Cause my back's fucking.
You're gonna cut that.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get cut out of the whole
Every time you
episode.
talk, it's just your mouth's gonna be moving, but there's gonna be no
Wah,
audio.
wah, 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 wah.
Blur your
Charlie
face.
Brown.
You should just start blurring my face on all the all the episodes.
We talked about
I'm
doing
on.
that with Dylan once.
Hey.
Oh, he's hurt, or did you just stumble out of there?
Let's see that college wrestling there, Logan.
Stand up's not working right now, guy.
I'm not mad at that leg tap.
That looks
It's
sick.
pretty sick. Like it goes on all over the foot.
Oh yeah.
Well, there usually is that statistic, right? Even if like losing in a split decision, the next fight is usually a
Yeah.
telltale sign of the better fighter usually stands out.
Right.
Like,
Oh, and the next fight
Yeah.
that they do, how they
it
perform in the
doesn't
next
ever.
fight.
The rematch doesn't usually.
It's usually like less close.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, yeah.
But it really, I mean, there's been trilogies though, so it's kind of
Right. Don't get me started on fucking 125ers. Jesus Christ.
that one's different though because there was a draw, win,
Win.
like back and forth.
Yeah.
Stupid. A lot of stupids.
I liked it.
You're the only one.
I liked it because the fights were good. I mean,
They were
we
good.
complain about boring fights, and then
No, those are
we
good-
got
those are
two
good
guys that
fights.
put on 4 good fights in a row, and everyone complains about that too.
Yeah.
I don't really get it.
Complaining's more funner, dude.
Everyone complains about everything.
Can't make everybody happy, right?
Seth would complain if his ice cream was too
Why
cold.
does Bellator's 10-second clap sound like a cowbell?
A cowbell. It's just Will Ferrell back there.
I'm going to get up to
People are
heaven and I'm gonna be
cowbell.
like, I thought the clouds would be softer.
Yeah. Now we're all going to hell.
Facts.
Speak for yourself, dog.
Hell's not real, John, you idiot.
All right.
Hot take.
Well, Ukrainian.
Is hell real?
No. Ukrainian won that round. That's hot take.
That round was very similar to the war, right there.
Oh, that
That would have
head
put him
kick
away,
would
man.
have killed him.
See, this is kind of how these. I mean, I know this guy's not Russian, but it's like similar to like these Russian guys that, like physically, they don't look like monsters, and they don't really look like they're that athletic.
They're all
But they
unassuming.
just have like a weird fucking like
Grit.
speed,
They
power.
they have their own country strength to them. It's like
Yeah.
Russian strength.
Because they're all living in the damn mountains and shit.
yeah, they're all in elevation and shit.
Like I know Ankalaev had a stinker last time out against Jan, the draw, but
Stinker.
that guy is similar to this, where like he doesn't like he's not like chubby or anything, but he doesn't look like a monster like he
Yeah.
looked at times, but he has like this fucking speed power combo that
Nice.
is crazy, and he doesn't. It's not like he's like throwing a big overhand. Like it's just like quick power straight down the middle.
Yeah. It's efficient.
That's what this guy looks
He's
like.
going to be thinking about that single leg this whole round now that he opened up with
That
that.
was probably smart that he did.
That was very smart. I like that a lot.
Ow.
He's got a good
That was
IQ,
perfect
man.
timing too. He was stepping right on that lead leg.
Storley's not very bouncy, is he?
No, and he's not. Oh, okay, I literally was getting ready to say he's not very wrestly either.
Hey,
Wrestler,
but there's some guys that are like that and got a long way, like Dan Henderson. He was not a bouncy guy.
No.
He was like, come here and let me bomb you real fast.
Amasov is just
His pace is crazy.
his pace, and he's just throwing so much at him. Like,
Yeah.
I think Storley's gonna have a hard time keeping up with.
He's
What's going on
not
here?
able to download everything that he's throwing at him.
Right.
There's just so much coming down the pipe.
I love pipes.
I love coming right down him too.
Yeah.
Coming. It's
Dylan likes
almost
pipes.
like Storley wants to counter, but he's getting so much shit thrown at him, he doesn't know when to.
He can't really like read
Yeah.
it to like counter off of it.
It almost seems like he's trying to do a little too much, though, too. It's second round. We're halfway in the second round.
Who, Storley or
Amasov. Storley's kind of chilling. He's kind of pacing well.
he is? But I don't think this is making Amasov tired at all though.
Yeah, I don't know what his gas
I know, but
tank's
the
like,
fight just
but
started, is what I'm saying. Is he going to keep that pace the entire fucking 5 rounds?
I mean, I bet he can.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't
doubting
know
him.
what
Just wondering.
kind of tank he's got, but
I mean, he's not like throwing
Ooh.
like 100% power at everything.
Nah. He's cold beating him right now.
And Storley's not really making him work that hard.
yeah, he's absorbing punches, but not taking an incredible amount of damage or anything.
And I figured Storley would want to wrestle, considering he was a fucking college wrestler.
Do you think he's just waiting on that shot?
He might be, but
Amazon's
But I mean, like,
pushing
you
the
can only
pace.
wait for so long.
He's pushing the pace, but he's also, when Storley goes first, he's good at the counter.
there it is. Yeah, so okay.
Nice sprawl. That was
Storley's
pretty sprawl. He's
not-
making a pay.
Storley's not going to take this guy
No.
down. Apparently,
He had it. He was close to that, but that sprawl was crazy.
it was close, but like Amasov didn't look like there was a 1% of panic in it
Yeah.
at all. In that. Hey.
He traded there. Yeah, Storley's just staying there out in the pocket. Just, ow, that kick.
He mixes
But
it
that
up.
was a smack. It wasn't a thud. It probably
No,
wasn't.
Oh, that lead was straight
That
right
shit
there.
still hurt.
Amasov
Of course.
He just mixes it up really well.
It's not as devastating, though. That one hurt more, I bet.
Those kicks are. Oh, he didn't like him.
yeah.
He
He's
switched his
always,
stance.
he's always walking funny on it.
He didn't switch the whole fight until right there.
And now he's hitting the
Oh,
body. That
I-
was good.
I
Dude's
see a
fight
head kick
IQ was
coming.
great on this round.
Two down the pipe.
Starting out with that low single.
Bang. Yep.
I see a head kick coming. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
This guy's fucking nasty. I
Yeah.
like this guy.
Yeah, he is. He's great.
He's gonna start tearing up that body now.
He looks so like chill in there too. Like this is nothing. Huh? No, I was gonna say this is easy for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's seen some shit. This ain't nothing now.
Oh yeah. Cool as a cucumber.
0 for 1 on kicks.
I would say the most output, though, in this round is the referee growing that mustache.
Yeah. I think going into this round, he was clean shaven.
That's yeah, exactly. But look how manicured he is now.
He
Stashed
threw
in
some heat on
business.
those ones. Those are. Ooh.
Now mixing it
Ooh.
up, dude. Everything's just
Going
you don't know
single
what the fuck he's
turntables.
gonna do, man.
Yeah.
You have no idea.
Here comes an elbow.
Even this, it doesn't matter if he gets a takedown. He's
He's
just making
winning.
him work.
He's winning. You're in the clinch and
Heads
you're against
up.
the cage, you're losing.
Flying knee.
Look at it. Cowbell in the
Flying
background.
knee.
I do like that timer, that cowbell timer, a lot better than those claves that they use in
Yeah.
fucking UFC.
Smack,
I
smack,
love when
smack.
they,
Yeah.
they
My
ring
ears,
the-
my ears, my ears.
They ring the horn and it's like, it's like fucked up.
For what is it?
Oh, when they shit out. I want a horn to where it's like Chad just going, like and subscribe. Every round.
Dude, yeah, should you be like the round guy? Every episode, every round. Where it's all talking and then just,
I just hold it.
Right in my ear. I don't need that ear. I don't play music.
Oh, shit.
your ears are already fucked.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah,
Beethoven was deaf.
He's a pussy. Yeah, well,
That was the dog,
Threw
right?
out some bangers, dude.
That was the Disney movie about the dogs,
yeah,
right?
who composed a bunch of music?
yeah. Remember his wooden teeth?
That's George Washington.
It's all of the
I bet
guys.
all
It's
of
all
them had it.
idiots.
They probably shared their teeth.
Ew.
Can I borrow your molar? I'm eating steak tonight.
That's so gross. It's so nasty. I wonder how often they had to replace those.
Oh god.
Just getting rotted wood in your mouth.
Just have somebody.
Yeah, termites in your mouth.
Somebody splitting planks of cedar in the backyard.
You eat something too acidic, they just start splintering while you're eating it.
Oh gosh, it's so bad.
Dude, like all over that.
Yeah.
All over that.
I love your teeth. What is that? Walnut?
Cherry.
God.
Oh,
No
you
shot.
got a hold of a leg. We ain't getting in
No
here.
shot.
Oh, he's gonna take.
This guy's insane.
Yeah, no, he's
He's good.
stopping all the takedowns.
I can't believe he lost a split to this guy already. Like,
That's what I
It
was
does
saying. It
not
might have
look
been
like it.
And he's probably stressing about going to war.
yeah. After this fight,
It's like,
I have
okay,
to go
now
fight
I'm going to
for
fight you
country.
after I've been to war.
yeah. I'm gonna tag there with the left.
really showing Edwin a lot.
His teammate, he was crying earlier, supporting his homie.
He's got juke jaw.
What is that?
You know, meth heads were like
Yeah, you? No, I'm kidding.
the Boogans around Springfield.
all the boogans. Shout out to boogans.
That was meth.
Meth.
Don't do it.
The 417, baby.
Meth, the best dietary supplement.
Meth, it's what's for breakfast.
Jesus Christ. Jesus.
So right now we have it, what?
Is he gonna?
All 3 rounds so far for Amazon.
I'm impressed that he if he keeps doing like this type shit. But is he gonna hit him with something real big at some point? You think?
I'm thinking a head kick's gonna happen.
Yeah.
A head kick. He's thrown it a couple times, but I think he's kind of just saving it now.
Storley, he's trying to like
Get him up
his
against the
face.
cage.
I hope
Yeah.
he kicks him
Oh.
with that.
Oh, tagged with that
leg
left.
tap.
left hook,
Nice. Nice body kick.
and now he's shooting like that.
Yeah, he's
How
like,
do you
fuck,
defend
man,
against
where you were
that, dude?
standing.
You're getting beat up on the feet and you're getting wrestled. Like
But is Amasov gonna blow his wad?
I don't think so, dude. He looks fresh as fuck.
It's just so the pace he's doing. He doesn't stop fucking moving.
No,
He's nice.
They're nice.
Nice.
I feel like this pace, although Storley's a lot more flat-footed, this is a lot harder on Storley because he's getting hit at every
Yeah,
angle.
you can't ever take a
defending
breath,
takedowns.
and then you get kicked in the gut.
I'd throw up.
Yeah,
I would just
have
throw
already.
up.
My appendix would have fell out of my ass already. Like,
I would have thrown up so much pre-fight that I wouldn't have been able to fight.
ow! Oh! This might be the end.
Oh, now shoot!
And then he
Oh,
goes for the
get that
takedown.
down.
Oh, and
He
he
gets
gets
it.
it.
That was
He's
nasty.
dominating
He's
Storley right
wrecking
now.
this dude.
Storley's like, what the fuck happened?
That's crazy.
Wrecking. Hey, you guys got vapes? Give it to Falk so I can have money for juice at one point.
I don't have one.
Yeah.
Fresh out.
I told you I'd give you snacks.
What's your fucking snacks?
You got beef jerky. That shit's expensive.
I do have beef jerky.
Oh,
It
give
was
me the
like
whole bag.
the whole bag.
Oh, Storley had a good counter. What, right there?
Yeah, right hook. I mean, this is such a dominating performance. I feel like Amasov should be able to get him out of here.
Storley is definitely trying to get up in his grill now. He's trying to be first.
It's just, what else do you do,
Yeah.
man? I mean,
Especially, he puts these combos together that are crazy.
switches, hits him with the left.
Yeah.
straight
He
left.
follows up with a kick every time, huh?
Amazon looks like he's outstriking Storley like 4-1,
Yeah,
5-1.
At least, yeah. I'd like to see the numbers, actually. He probably could have got him there, too.
Took a deep breath there, but
Tough,
and
though,
look at
for
it.
taking
Here's
that one.
500 more punches after I clipped your jaw.
Storley's tough, though. Tough
he
as
is.
nails.
He is
Yeah,
Tough as hell.
for him not to even be dropped yet is crazy.
Yeah, and he's not quitting either. Like, he's
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in it.
he still wants to win after just. I mean, at this most people on Earth at this point, you're like, I'm
You're
not,
defeated
Hey,
mentally.
I'm
today
not
ain't
as
the
good as
day.
this
Yeah.
guy. Like,
Yeah. You take the quick tap.
yeah.
But still, come off a layoff like that and be doing
Yeah,
what
like,
he's doing right
what's
now
the
is
What's
crazy.
his coach's name? Jake Brown?
Mike.
Mike Brown.
Brown.
Mike Brown. He's solid as fuck.
you
I'd
gotta
like to have
think
that guy in my
he's over
corner.
there and like fighting in this war. Like he's obviously not just like sitting around getting fat, but he's not training in MMA.
Yeah.
And then now he gets done with that, and all of a sudden he comes out in an MMA fight and looks like he hadn't taken a fucking day off. Like
Yeah. How long was his layoff?
I mean, he was
Oh,
over.
whatever.
15 months, I think.
He was in.
Damn.
He was
Said
in the
almost
war for
2
like
years.
10, I think.
Holy shit.
Like it's not at this level. It's and with like a layoff. It has nothing to do with like how good a physical shape you're in. A lot of times, it's like the timing and like the sharpness.
Yeah,
and
ring
all that
rust,
shit.
all that
Like,
stuff.
And he looks like
He hasn't skipped a beat.
no, yeah.
I bet he still did a little bit of stuff just because he is a professional fighter. He probably did it for fun.
Yeah.
Like
might
whenever
have-
he could, you know.
He might have been piecing up fucking Russians out there, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And the Ukrainians,
Yeah.
honestly. I don't want to be in the same bunker as that guy. Probably
I think I'd
suplex
want
me
to be him.
make me laugh.
Oh, hey.
I'm telling you, this fight's going to end with a fucking head kick.
Yeah.
I see it's going to land.
Yeah, this is definitely not a split decision.
I hope you called that to a T, and it happens in like 10 seconds from right now. I mean, I can see a knee up the middle too. Storley shooting.
Well, how many
But
times he shot? 3 times?
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask.
See that? I mean, that was.
He's tired, dude.
So, I mean, props to Storley. Like we said, he's tough. He's still hanging in there.
Yeah.
He's just getting the shit kicked out of him right now.
he's just at least a step behind
Yeah.
at all times.
And the crowd is chanting Ukraine.
That's just like his corner.
Yeah, they're loud though.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are.
But apparently, a ton of Ukrainian refugees from this war went to Ireland, and they're there right now. And Ireland has been holding a lot of Ukrainians,
Really?
which is cool. And it's cool that they're repping Ukraine so hard on this Dublin card.
That's cool, but that's fucking far.
Yeah.
I thought it was weird.
Maybe
Yeah.
they go to like Poland or something. That's like
Oh,
right
sure.
there.
Sure, yeah, well, fuck. I mean, with Poland's history, I wouldn't be going there.
Head kick. Head kick's coming. I feel it.
Shoot that too. Hide the head kick with that too. Bang. 2 down the middle. Same like Whitaker does.
Oh, that one hurt right on the knee. That kick.
That's not that bad.
And he doubled.
38-hour
Don't double,
drive
dude.
from Ukraine to Ireland.
I mean, that's.
No, that's a lot, but
I
that's.
mean,
I thought it was further. To be honest
yeah.
with you.
I thought it was like.
I'm
you're only
surprised
getting
he
there
double legged
by
him right
flying
there.
Yeah.
type thing.
Well, they
you
got
are.
the tunnel under the English Channel.
There's a tunnel down there?
There's been a tunnel.
You can drive?
Between France and UK, you can drive through it.
Wow.
Under the channel.
That's crazy.
It's underwater.
Yeah.
They got a bunch of waterways like that in
kick.
Lauderdale, Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
Do you guys know that Fort Lauderdale is the yachting capital of the world, and it's the only other city in the world that is like Venice, Italy, to where everybody takes boats, like as
No, I didn't know
transportation through waterways around the city? It's fucking crazy.
Did not know
It
that.
blew
Cool.
my mind. The yachting capital of the world. You'd think it'd be Miami, but it's Fort Lauderdale.
I figured
Miami's
it-
the coke capital of the
I
world,
figured it'd be
right?
like Monaco or
The
something.
cocaine?
Oh yes. Well, Colombia.
Well, of the U.S. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. you're
Columbia
right.
not anymore though.
Well, I
I
know.
Head kick.
Escobar, he gone.
He gone.
209 to 81 strikes landed. That's ridiculous.
Damn. Storley's getting just pieced the fuck up right now. I think, telling you, dude, it's a head kick's gonna happen. I believe it.
Oh, it's happened. It's happened a lot.
No, I mean he's gonna finish it.
Ooh,
No, like
Lead
that
elbow.
sneaky elbow.
Up elbow to head kick. What the fuck?
He's just playing now.
Yeah, he's fucking around.
Yeah, he's
looking for a
confident.
highlight.
He's feeling loose.
That right hand has some heat on it, though.
You can tell he just feels like, all right, I'm a step ahead of this guy.
You gotta have such an edge, man. If you were military, like going into an MMA fight, like Tim Kennedy and Brian Stan and this motherfucker and all those guys.
Like mentally.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're relaxed because you've already been in some of that shit.
Cowbell.
Well, I don't know if any of those are 10-8s, but I think they could be.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Some of them.
Yeah. 5
What's
minutes.
gonna happen?
But does he need to throw it, though?
Well, he can all day because this guy's not capitalizing
he
on
could,
anything.
But, like, does he really need to?
Every kick
Yeah.
that
For
every kick he's
Ukraine.
throwing.
Texas corner real quick. You got their number, right?
Head kick now.
If I were him,
Send it.
I'd kind of cruise on this round just to not take any chances and get Kamaro'd.
Nah,
Leon
take all the
Edwards.
chances.
That was almost low. That was almost nasty.
What do you think's going through Storley's mind right now?
Lots of owls.
Like, is this corner like, hey man, you got to finish him. You got to finish him. You're down 4 rounds.
He's like, hey, am I going to be able to see out of my right eye in
It's
2
all
minutes?
part of the
Yeah.
game plan.
Because it's swelling up really
We got
bad
him
right now.
where we want him, boys.
See, now he's relaxed. Now we can empty the gas tank.
yeah.
This was the game plan all along.
This is where we needed him to be. Yeah, and then the 5th round just explode. Amazov's not even scared of the takedown right now. He's shooting. That's not going to win you anything there, Storley.
Every time you say Amazov, I think you're saying Amazon.
Amazon.
Man, he
I
put
thought
a
it was
lot-
coming.
He put a lot of effort into that second
Yeah.
attempt there, and that just got him nowhere. Like,
Yeah, I would abandon takedowns. I know you're getting pieced up, but start throwing bombs. You get knocked out, you lost anyways.
This
You have
fucking
to.
guy is he's gonna be 27-0.
Yeah. And how old is he? Or what year was he born?
93, 29 years old.
He's
Oh,
my
wow.
age. Hey,
He's 23
hold on. When's his birthday?
29,
or 29.
9, August 9th
September.
or September.
This is the first time I wore my
Dude, he's
contacts.
younger than me.
I cannot see shit.
September 9th.
He's younger than me
Oh,
by
shit.
like 4
Yeah.
months.
Well, look at you guys.
Means I could kick his ass.
What are you, like a
Yes.
90?
I'm 4 months older than Amasov, so I
97.
could beat him up.
It's not elementary school. It's not how that works anymore. That works in middle school and
Nuh-uh.
elementary school.
Works when you're 32.
Can you guys see this that I have highlighted right here?
No.
That's it. That's Yaroslav Amasov in Russian.
I
I tried
can't
to
even
learn
read it.
Russian.
Those are completely different letters, eh?
Yeah, their alphabet's like way different.
completely different.
Nickname Dynamo.
You can't see that?
I
I
can see
got bad
it.
eyes.
Blind fuck.
I can see it.
31-year-old eyes. Yeah, I can see it now.
It's a backwards R. There's a
have you tried-
POC.
Have you tried just having better vision?
Yeah, I really do. I was told if you eat carrots, it'll help your vision and stuff. And
Dude,
You need your omega 3s, Bob.
yeah,
where do you get omega 3s?
Fish oil, bitch.
Very well.
Krill oil.
What natural sources?
carrots.
No.
Pussy.
No.
Oh, that one hurt. Oh, Spartan kick. He's going to try and finish him here.
I'm going to finish you in about
Finally,
3 seconds, dude.
about to finish that ass.
That's it?
That's all he needed.
Wow.
6
Longer
pumps.
than usual. I do like how they put IC and C for the interim champ and champ
Yeah.
next to the names because UFC does not do that.
Do they not?
97.
Not on the
so.
no.
There's 240 strikes landed and to 98.
I'd say 98's fucking giving him a few extras
Giving
at
him a
least,
couple.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, how has Storley landed 98 strikes?
I know. It's crazy.
It's like,
He's
oh,
yeah, it was dirty there.
I mean,
go for
it's
the leg.
just insane.
You got
Like,
40
this
seconds
is
left.
so easy.
Yeah. Look at it.
Oh,
What
he
the
ain't done
hell?
that.
He's
Storley's
not getting
tough.
tired at all.
damn.
Yeah, Storley's tough as shit, but this Ukrainian fucking Energizer bunny,
He's a freak, man.
he fucking doesn't stop.
He's got that third hamster.
The third hamster.
Yeah.
I can't believe Storley's still here, man.
Yeah.
I think anybody else after fucking maybe we'll say 3 rounds of this, they'd find a way out.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That's a hell of a performance.
Yeah. It was, so what is it like?
Looking at the clock running. Oh, and he finishes
my
it with a
God,
double
he
leg.
finished with a double
Wow.
leg.
Yeah, that was just
Is it
pure.
Absolutely.
like
owned
was
him.
dominant.
43
It
or
has to
something?
be.
Like,
Yeah.
Giving him a lot of love, too. Which Russians usually don't do. Or he's Ukrainian. But
Yeah, showing him a lot of respect. Hey, I beat the fuck out of you, but thanks for coming to this fight.
Oh, he can barely get up.
So is this a Grand Prix or what? Or was that a championship fight?
Nah, it's just title fight.
Yeah.
Amasov's the welterweight champ.
You were looking at that Benson Henderson thing.
Yeah.
Nurmagomedov.
Yeah, they have
So how does that work with Bellator?
$1 million.
They do
He's
these-
getting overwhelmed with emotion.
No,
He's
it's-
happy to be
PFL.
back.
Yeah,
Never mind.
They do Grand Prix a lot though. Like they have the main.
They
like,
did it with
they
Mitch
have the-
Rion and all
They
those
did a
guys.
heavyweight one and shit. They're doing the main or like the finals of the bantamweight one coming up. It's Rafion Stotts and Patchy Mix, who I like. I like Patchy Mix a lot.
Patchy Mix. What a name.
And then, but they're starting a lightweight one with Benson Henderson's fighting fucking Khabib's
Yeah,
cousin
Umar.
or whatever
Yeah.
first round.
That's a big problem for
Or
Benson.
not Umar. Is
For
it-
100-year-old
or it is
Benson.
Usman.
Usman.
Umar's the UFC one.
Umar, Usman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's but that again, I've said this before, but like that's the first round. The two guys
Yeah.
that people know. Like you can't give them like
build them a little bit into the
Yeah.
Grand Prix.
But
Get
the thing
the
about-
crowd excited.
these Grand Prix is that if you're the champ and you lose in the first round, that guy's the champ.
Yeah.
But they still have to fight the rest of the tournament.
So the belt could potentially pass
3 or 4
2 or
times.
3 people.
Yeah.
That's crazy. He
Which
just could not do anything.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if Bellator does a good enough job at promoting these tournaments, but I like them.
Yeah, they're kind of cool.
I do too.
it's different.
I'm hopeful that they're going to get back on track by 2024 because dude, COVID really did just wreck Bellator.
Yeah.
Like they went off the map.
I mean, other than like the Fedor retirement, like even looking at what's coming up, like there's nothing that is really going to grab like casual's attention. You know, like it's like
Nothing jaw dropping or super eye grabbing or anything like that.
this right here.
Unless they do like Mayhem
This is
versus
like
Rampage,
One of the
and then Dylan will watch it.
yeah. This is like one of the most impressive fucking title fight performances I've ever seen in my life. And
It's very good.
Yeah.
nobody
It's gonna really know
casual
about it.
fans
Yeah,
It's
don't
very
know.
good.
It was fantastic.
I wonder what he's going to talk about in his interview. You guys have any
He hasn't
idea?
really done anything recently. So
Do you
I
think
don't
this
know.
guy ever goes to
No,
UFC?
he's going to talk about the fucking war. He's not going to talk any fighting at all. Okay.
I would love for him to go to the UFC.
I wonder what they score it.
He's not going to go to the UFC. 50,
50,
they
45.
They just gave it 10-9 every
Yeah.
round. I feel like they could have gave us some 10-8s there. But
Yeah.
10-8s
Maybe one.
10-8s usually are like a grappling thing.
Yeah, he didn't suplex him enough.
Hey, that guy can.
Hey,
That guy
Storley
can go to
doesn't-
the UFC right there.
Storley loses no
Dude,
stock in that.
Amazov?
Yeah.
These welterweights and the UFC level have a fucking hard time with that guy.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do. Yeah, they do. And he's both scary and good looking.
Yeah, like he's just got a busted up fat ass nose.
And his ears,
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're a fighter. You're gonna have cauliflower, but
well, not all of them.
yeah,
I like his style, man. I
yeah.
like
No,
the way
he was fun
fights.
to watch.
He doesn't like waste energy, but he also like he moves. He doesn't just stand in front of you. Like
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna cry. Dude, I wouldn't be able to talk. I'd be breathing so hard
yeah,
after
I
that.
don't
You know what I
understand.
mean?
He's getting choked up talking, thinking Ukraine and
He'll probably get more emotional when he starts speaking Ukrainian.
yeah. Whatever he just said just riled up the Ukrainian crowd. Just called Putin crazy.
that's not wrong.
No, he dominated that fight. He's getting asked about who's the next opponent.
I don't know.
Thank you.
He needs a translator and he doesn't have one.
Bellator's gotta save a couple pennies here and there whenever they can.
Yeah.
So
Let me get like a tiny taste bit of. Oh, I thought you were hitting the Red Bull.
Well-
Never mind. Just want a little.
I'll be
something.
honest. I watched most of the prelims of this card.
Yeah.
They weren't very good.
Say that again?
I watched like most of the prelims
You know,
of this card. Not good.
Really?
A lot of decisions.
Oh.
That main card was pretty decision heavy as well. Peter Quelly, the hometown boy, got smashed.
Yeah.
What'd you guys think of the card?
I enjoyed it.
No,
I
I
enjoyed it.
thought it-
I didn't think there were too many stale fights, and honestly, it's worth it just watching that fight because that was a
that-
fucking hell of a
Yeah,
performance.
no, that
man.
was great.
Shout out to Yaroslav Amasov. That was fucking impressive.
That was
Phenomenal.
upper echelon, elite of elite in UFC performance right there.
Yeah. I would love to see that guy go to the UFC. Obviously, he's probably making some money over here. But
I don't see it.
UFC
I don't see it
would
happening.
not love that guy to go. To
No,
the UFC.
yeah, Dana's like, nah, I'm good.
Because if he
He's not gonna
comes
make any
over
money.
and starts smashing
Dude,
some folks,
He's gonna
Nobody
kill
knows.
all the names.
Yeah.
Nobody- I mean, they could maybe do the
But it's a-
promo
it's a-
shit, but
Yeah.
It's a new name. Like it would freshen up.
Yeah.
the
Dana
pool.
learned his lesson on Khabib.
welterweight. I see the thing about welterweight in the UFC though is they got so many guys that they're like if they could just promote them all, they would. Maybe not Bilal, but like Colby,
Yeah.
Masvidal, now Leon after winning the belt. Like there's already like so many names in there that they want to promote.
yeah,
They're not going to be able to try to promote this guy too. You know what I mean? Like it's you can only have so many guys you're trying to build. So, but welterweight's also kind of been the same crowd for a while. You know, there's not a whole lot of like new welterweights coming in. So
That was a good
Bellator's
card.
not letting him go though.
no
Moral
way.
story.
Yeah,
I'm hoping
Especially
Bellator.
since he's 27-0 now.
and he's only what did we say 29?
29.
Yeah,
And look, Bellator, they took their hit with COVID, but they also took their hit with their best fighters being in a goddamn war. And now that they're finally showing back up, they're fighting. Bellator's getting back on the scene. They're starting to promote more. I think it's looking good for them within the next year or so, and I'm excited to get them back on the train.
Yeah, and I was looking at their schedule. Like they got some events coming up that are at least the names might not be crazy, but they're putting some shit on. Like they went to Dublin. They're going to San Jose with Ben Henderson and what's the name? Usman Nurmagomedov, Patchy Mix, Stotts, Leon Edwards' brother is fighting Gegard Mousasi in Paris. Like
Poor bastard. Missal's just gonna fuck
Poor
him up.
bastard.
He's
Yeah.
gonna fuck him up.
yeah,
100%.
I hope Fabian Edwards wins, but
Oh, you want to bet on it?
no, I hope. I don't
Do you
wanna
want?
bet
Do you
on
want to
it,
bet
no.
though?
Fabian's not as good as Leon. Not even close, but
But it's also Misasi is the name I'm talking about. Because Misasi would destroy Leon Edwards.
yeah, different weight class. But
Well, yeah, I know.
Gegard's kind of on the.
I know he's getting down
Back
there. He's
nine.
getting old, but still. We are at exactly 3 hours right now.
All right, well, that's
Time
good-
warp, huh,
that's-
boys?
That's a good
It's
time to
time
cut
warp
off.
in here.
oh yeah.
Episode 15 is complete. Thanks for watching.
Cheers.
Head over to @HOR
Slancha.
Podcast on Instagram. Like, subscribe. We'll see you next time. Thanks for filling
Thanks
in,
for
Falk.
being here, Falk.
Happy
Thanks,
to have
guys.
you.
Thanks for having me.
Later.
See you.
So there.
Peace.